the stream. Oh, I forgot to put the bear on. Hang on. There he is. Hi, everybody. It's been a few days, like most of a month or something, since the last stream. It's been a little while. We looked at the Rage Pig body cam, and as far as I know, Ethan Ralph is out on the street again. He will kill again. But, you know, we're here. And toward the end of March, you know, as I tend to do, you know, it's the end of the fiscal month or whatever. I'm like, all right, well, I should, you know, put out some stuff, some videos before the end of the month. You know, and I put out a few. I put out a new Jay Kaiser video, which, you know, people have been enjoying. I'm glad that everyone's down for the Jay Kaiser sickness. We don't know what the hell he has, but we're down for whatever it is. And a couple days after that, I put out a video about Mightypups fanboy, and this is from, like, I guess a couple years ago now, when he had well, like a year and a half, something like that, where he had a big apology tour situation. He had one apology, and then like a month later we looked at him again, and he had like a whole other different, like, hour-long apology, which I didn't include in that live clip, but maybe it'll get its own live clip in due time. Well, anyway, Mightypups fanboy decided that he was very upset with me for putting out this clip of a stream that I did like 2 years ago, and he decided to use the copyright system, the copyright strike system, DMCA, what have you, to take that video down, because he owns the rights to my voice and all of the commentary I made, and, you know, like the Sims song that's in there. I don't know. Like, I guess he just owns all of it. I had no idea. But, as it turns out, he does not, because the video's back up. He took that one down. He tried to copyright strike me. And, you know, a lot of the time if someone copyright strikes you, it's just not even, like, worth it, you know, to file the counterclaim. A lot of the time, if it's some big company, it's like, okay, well, I don't trust that you're going to, like, let it slide or whatever, you know. I don't trust that you're not going to, like, screw me and claim that you do in fact own my commentary on your video. And so, like, a couple years ago, when I did this European Darman ripoff, I remember that one got copyright struck, and it was a shame, because I enjoyed that stream, and yeah, you know, it's like some company in Europe. I'm like, I don't know, you're probably just going to, you know, you're not gonna be the same type of person that Mightypups fanboy is. When I got the copyright strike from him, immediately I was just like, well, fuck this. You know, it's like, I'm not going to be fucking pushed around by a man who's in a blood brother sex pact with his puppy plushie. That is never ever going to happen. So I did the counterclaim, and then he struck me again like a day later. When, you know, at that point, it's like, oh, you know, he must have, like, learned his lesson at this point, right? Like, it's been a day, like, he got it out of his system, he got the video taken down. He struck me for an unlisted stream from fucking August 25. Unexpected, to say the least. I guess we looked at him briefly. So he was scouring all of my shit to find a place to you know, to copyright strike me, because obviously his video shows up in there, so that therefore my stream looking at his video, among other things, is stealing his property. That's how that works. You know, and as I, you know, it was such a ludicrous situation. It was like, man, I really I really know, I know it's hard to believe for everybody in chat, but like, you know, honestly, I kind of don't believe that Mightypups fanboy is like all there, you know? The guy named Mightypups fanboy, kind of, I don't believe he's all there. I don't believe he has a full understanding and working knowledge of the copyright system. And part of why I believe that, he took this video down, but I saved some of the stuff from it. And, you know, I posted this on the community tab. But I, you know, might as well just show it again here. He posted this, my reaction that I final got DeadwingDork a copyright strike. Justice is mine. That's what he gets for calling my girlfriend a fucking lizard. Only 2 more strikes until he's terminated. Which, of course, was just very funny because when I saw this, both of the strikes were gone. And, like, I just... yeah, I don't know. The copyright system is not there for you to get justice, man. That's not really... just because you don't like that I called your girlfriend a lizard. Listen, man, I'm sorry she's got cerebral palsy or whatever it is that makes her talk like a ghoul from Fallout. You know, that's unfortunate, but it fucking is what it is. And let's be real here, don't use your girlfriend as like a shield for you just being a thin-skinned little baby. I mean... oh, his girlfriend, who he forced a kiss on in a movie theater, and then wasn't upset about me calling her that, like, 2 years ago when that video came out. Like, that didn't bother him. That video didn't bother him. Never had any issue with that video, the original Mightypup video. But now I put out a video that doesn't feature his girlfriend at all. Fucking, like, nearly 2 years later, now he decides, oh, it's because you were mean to my girlfriend. Well, no, it's not, cunt. That's not the fucking reason. You know it. Like, don't lie to me. You're just mad that I made a video where I epically exposed you for saying the N-word. Which was definitely the point of that video. You know, you're upset that I put out another video shining a light on you. You know, like when you lift a rock in the park and like 1,000 weird little bugs scurry in every direction. That's what happened to Mightypups fanboy. So he got a little mad, and he decided to get his justice and take my video down. Unfortunately for him, you know, that's not really the way the copyright system works. Oh, also, there is this. I'm not a fan of him either, but I think it would be best to just ignore him and move on from him at this point. Yeah. So this yeah comment in particular comes a few hours after giving me the second copyright strike. Just, you know, thought I'd throw that out there. You know, so he got very upset. His friends got very upset at him, though, because, you know, believe it or not, part of what was in that video that he, you know, tried to take down from a few days ago, if you haven't seen it, you know, check it out. It's a fun clip, but part of the content in that apology that he was doing was him apologizing for doing exactly this fucking thing and manipulating, you know, misusing the copyright system to take down some other guy's channel. And so it's interesting that, you know, he tried to get rid of the evidence of his own apology where he says he learned his lesson and won't do that again. So he's like totally going to do that again. The only reason that he like retracted his shit was because, well, I kind of put the fear of God into him a little bit, but also I think his friends did that too. Apparently all of his friends were very upset with him. And yes, he does have friends, apparently. These people that hang out with the guy who has a blood pact with his sex plushie based on a cartoon show for babies. He has friends, And, you know, none of them, they were all very unhappy with his repeated use of, you know, misuse of the copyright system, because he's done that before. So we're going to take a little look here at some of the recent Mightypups situation. Of course, though, we are going to begin with this. We have to begin with this.
Hey guys, it's Mightypups family. We're back again on the YouTube.
I got my Persona Firefox skin, by the way. The one that I had that was like twinkly stars or whatever started fucking up, and it would like disappear while I had anything else open, basically. So I was like, all right, we don't need an animated one. Let's just switch it to, you know, to this, and I think it's good. I like it.
And guess what, guys? Today is a special night, you guys. I'm going to the midnight premiere of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I cannot wait for this midnight premiere. I'm full. As you guys can see, I'm all set. I got my Mario
Do not
hat.
let me finish this stream without taking a look at Liam Keane, because I know he has something about the Mario movie. I know I can already hear it in his voice. He's there with his movie buddy.
Mario Kart Bowser Challenge t-shirt that I got from Super Nintendo World back in California in last year, 2025. So yeah, guys, I cannot wait, you guys.
Valentine's Day! Oh man, what she sees. Is it good for you, Smooth Skin?
Yeah, just try using a little less teeth next time. Chase doesn't use any teeth.
Okay, honey.
As you guys might hear, you guys, there it is, Super Mario Galaxy midnight premiere. I cannot wait for this movie. This movie is going to be fire. So
I already love this movie. The check cleared. I love it.
Anyways, guys, I cannot wait, you guys.
I'll
see you guys
he
once.
posted this like the night that he struck me, by the way. So he was having the time of his life. He was going on a fucking psycho bender. He's like that guy that was jerking off to little kids while shouting the N-word and causing a traffic jam. You know, like he was copyright striking me, doing bumps of blow, fucking going to the Mario movie, getting his dick sucked. You know, like the whole evening was crazy for Mightypups.
I get inside the movie. Alright, you guys, I'm going to go see the midnight premiere of the Super Mario Galaxy movie in D-Box.
Yo, yes, that's fitting because you're a huge dick. Now, I'm amazed they even have midnight premieres for a movie that's for fucking 5-year-olds, but I guess, you know, here we are. For anyone out of the loop, by the way, yeah, there is a new Mario movie. It's apparently even worse than the first one. Well, second one. The first one was great. Worse than the other cartoon Mario movie from a few years ago, which was already just like insufferable. I mean, just I can sum up the whole thing with just the term corpo slop. It's just, hey, here's a washed-up Marvel celebrity no one likes anymore. Let's have them in this movie. Let's have Jack Black's popular with no one anymore, right? Let's have him in this movie. Just the most, like, out-of-touch, like, pandering garbage you've ever fucking seen. You know, advertisement for a video game, the movie. Legitimately a movie where I watch it and I'm like, I don't understand why I don't just play the Mario game instead. You know, like there's people, but throughout history there have been people like when Guitar Hero was popular, a big refrain would be, well, why don't you just play a real guitar? And it's the same with, like, I guess sports games or whatever. Like, why don't you just actually play soccer instead of playing video game soccer? And it's like, I've never agreed with that until I saw the Mario movie, and I was like, yeah, why am I watching the Mario movie? Why don't I just play real Mario? And that's Mario Galaxy. It's also like a terrible fucking adaptation of Mario Galaxy, where it's like 90% of it is fucking Star Fox and Mario Sunshine and Wonder and Odyssey and every game other than Galaxy, basically. It's weird that they really wanted to cash in on that name from 20 years ago. You know, the name brand popularity of Mario Galaxy in 2026. But they didn't actually bother to make it, like, you know, really a Mario Galaxy movie. I don't know. But anyways, all that to say, the man-children are very happy. You know, again, I just didn't realize that they had, like midnight premiere type of things for, like, baby movies like this. But I guess when it's a baby movie that has wide crossover appeal with, you know, adults who buy tickets like this fucking guy, you know, I mean, you're just kind of throwing away money by not having a midnight premiere for it, so...
Movie buddy Chase is actually with me. I got my Yoshi popcorn bucket and I got some other popcorn. Alright, you guys. This is it, you guys. Popcorn. The midnight premiere of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I cannot wait.
I can't believe our first day.
Oh, Spider-Man!
Like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it!
Whoa.
I'm excited for Spider-Man.
But some are more equal than others.
Animal Farm.
You know, the world has devolved to the point where there is an Animal Farm Corpo Slop Kids movie coming out, and this fucking retard is pogging at it in the theater. That is where we are. Like, litmus test for society. That's where we are. Hope you guys are having a good day. Good Easter Sunday, because the world generally is not, you know? That's what we're doing.
Cannot wait for Animal Farm. I'm also very excited for Chief Detectives as well.
It's not just a...
Michael.
Oh, Michael. I love him.
Oh my god! Paw Patrol!
Oh god, he's literally like jumping up and screaming about Paw Patrol. Somebody needs to get this guy off the streets. As a man, he is a danger to himself. Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I didn't know they were gonna play it! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
Jungle throws at us.
Why for that film?
We'll be prepared. We are so not prepared. Run! I am ready. I'm a bulldog. This is as fast as I can go.
It's everything you could ever want, Mightypups fanboy. It's everything you could ever want. Cherish it. Life will never be this sweet again. Maybe when the movie comes out, but you know, truly to be a Mightypups fanboy in this modern era is to be king, really. I mean, you're just being constantly served up hot and fresh garbage from every company that wants to exploit your fucking lack of understanding of things. And you just, oh my god, it's Fast and Furious 77! I have to see it! Man, I mean, I freely admit I am very jealous of the users, the people with the simple minds to be enthralled by things like this. To go to a movie like this and feel joy. And that's beautiful. Unfortunately, I'm too smart to feel joy. So instead I'm doing this fucking stream. Good for me.
Dino Island is the greatest discovery in the world. This is amazing.
I cannot wait for that movie.
Keep hitting those home runs, Disney!
Island estate.
Yeah!
I want a dinosaur BFF. Best friends forever. Okay, stop.
Oh, it's so funny. This movie for...
That movie's gonna be big!
Oh my god. He's legitimately pogging. I can't... I didn't expect the Paw Patrol part would be like the biggest part of this.
Cannot believe they say that trope best for last. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog 4!
The chaos has only just begun.
Like, am I gonna get in copyright trouble for watching this video where he just steals a bunch of trailers from other movies and pogs at them? Is that... I feel like at the end of this stream, the video's gonna be blocked worldwide because I played the Sonic 4 trailer or whatever, and you know, they didn't like that. It'll be automated this time, not him.
I cannot wait for that film as well. Oh, never mind. Trailer's not over yet. Toy Story 4.
Bro, Toy Story 4 already happened. You don't even know which Toy Story it is. He's, like, more excited for the trailers than he is for the actual movie, probably. I mean, I don't know. It is the Mario Galaxy movie, so maybe he's just as excited for the movie, but... I don't know. A lot of the time with, like, movie trailers, it's like, oh... But we have to get there in time for me to see the trailers. I love seeing the trailers. And people will just be like, I don't understand, you know, I get to the movie 10 minutes after it starts so that I can skip all of the fucking trailers. That's not me saying that, but like there's a divide in the movie goer demographic of like, if you're one of these people that cares to sit through the trailer, I don't mind the trailers. There might be something good that I'm not aware of, you know, that plays in the trailers, and then I'm aware of it, you know? But, like, for him, he makes a whole special point of coming here just to see the trailers and then also they have equal billing. It's like if you were just as excited for the commercials in between the Paw Patrol episode as you were for the actual Paw Patrol.
Oh, they're releasing Shrek! Nice! I'm going to see that movie for its 25th anniversary.
I might also, Mightypups fanboy.
Do you want to be best friends?
Oh, that's a trailer for Forgotten Island. Nice.
I'm sorry, but he literally just keeps, like, pointing and going, oh, that's the thing I know! This is, I mean, like, when I picture Red Letter Media's descriptions of theaters, I'm now just picturing, like, 75 Mightypups fanboys all around them, and then one really loud black family.
Oh, Minis and Monsters! I'm excited for that film.
I know you will, buddy. I know you will.
People talk about movie magic, but there's no wizard back there. At Cinemark, there's a method to our magic.
This isn't even a trailer.
Customizing and
This isn't even a trailer. This is just one of the fucking, like, sizzle reel "Art movie's amazing" things that they play before the movie. This isn't even, like, a real trailer. This is, like, the despicable garbage that plays between the trailers. Where it's, like, a stupid fucking quiz. Or whatever. They've got some Hollywood celebrity that doesn't want to be there and just wants to wear a Protect Trans Kids t-shirt in front of cameras. But they're there, and they have to pretend that they just love movies so much, and the cinematic process of sitting down in a theater, as if any of those people have ever fucking been to a theater, you know, since they became famous celebrities. Ugh. But he'll eat it all up. He will eat all of it up.
perfecting every detail. It's the snacks that make you feel like a kid again. Sweet, so big,
I mean, buddy, I'm pretty sure Mightypups fanboy still feels like a kid. By the way, check out this like ratio here. Because this happened right around the time that the copyright strike happened, you know, I get the feeling that some people that saw my post about it were not super jazzed about this video. Or maybe they just reacted to him screaming about Paw Patrol and they had to give it a dislike. I don't know.
Their own zip code. Surround sound you can feel in your bones. You might think it doesn't matter where you watch. A movie's a movie, right? We respectfully disagree.
Yeah, he's like hypnotized.
At Cinemark, a movie's a movie. So get back, get comfy. You're cordially invited to have your mind blown. It's showtime.
Yeah!
Bro, the whole theater is quiet. Shut up. Don't scream like that, please. There has to be some footage of him at a theater just like screaming and pogging, and someone around him is like, shut the fuck up. That has to be either a video that is still on his channel somewhere, or is like long deleted because it was embarrassing. But like that has to have happened at some point. The man lives in the United States. I would lose a lot of respect for people from the United States if I thought that they were as placid as Canadians. You see this guy at a Canadian movie theater, everyone's gonna just be there like, oh, well, at least he's having fun. Oh, he's having a good time, and what's going to the movies for other than having a good time? I like to believe that if you're in, like, fucking New Mexico, you get, hey, shut the fuck up, I'll beat you upside the fucking head! You know, if you start doing this at a movie theater, that's the America that I believe in, goddammit, as a Canadian.
I'll see you guys after the movie. Woo! That was awesome! Best night of my life.
Are we? Oh yeah, gave me a fraudulent copyright strike. Got to see this movie. I mean, this is basically like the end of A Space Odyssey. Thanks, Mightypups. Thanks, buddy. Can't wait to see Michael 2026 in theaters. My most anticipated movie of 2026. You'll see these titles or these comments here. Jay the Care Bears fan 2K10. Your local Bob's Burgers fan guy. SpongeBob SquarePants and Veg. Oh, Mimbles the fan is here. I think I know that guy. I know that guy's name. Yeah. Most of them are just, you know, as usual, the classic, the platonic ideal of the user is someone with, like, fucking media franchise brand fan 2K10 or whatever as their name. That is like the stereotype of user. And they look like just an RPG, and yeah. So that's Mightypups, and I guess perhaps we'll look a little bit more here, because but, like, I guess he got rid of this. It's interesting. He did a live stream where he talked a little more at length about the copyright claim, or copyright strike thing. But he seems to have either taken that down or something. Now he's got this, a video. Maybe it's like a live clip from that stream. Video of him... The testimony about the copyright takedown and my movie theater reaction to the Paw Patrol movie. Get all psyched for StreamYard, everybody. It's gonna be exciting.
So basically what happened, Bully fan, which I'll start from the very beginning of how I know DeadwingDork. I know DeadwingDork ever since 2024, when one of my subscribers said that a YouTuber called DeadwingDork made a video on me. So basically what happened was I completely watched the video, and when I watched the video, I completely snapped because because I don't know if you saw the video. Hold on.
I've
Just
seen
give me
it.
a sec, guys. Let me see if DeadwingDork.
No, I saw it. I saw it.
Oh, you saw the video?
I saw it too.
Who are these other
Oh,
users?
okay. So basically what happened was,
There's a girl.
I think you guys probably know that in the part of the video, DeadwingDork actually called my girlfriend a fucking lizard. And when
You know, this is the Streisand effect, though. Like, I kind of completely forgot that I ever called that woman a lizard. But now I'm never gonna ever be able to forget that I called that woman a lizard. Because he's still just talking about it. And bringing it up all the time. And you get people in the comments being like, call her a lizard again. Listen, man, I don't even know about lizard. That wasn't a great comment. I disagree. I disavow. She sounds like a Fallout ghoul, not a lizard. When have you ever even heard a lizard speak? Come on. I mean, if a lizard were to speak, they might potentially say, "Oh God, he forced a kiss on me! Oh God, I didn't consent to this!" But, like, you know, I've never heard her specifically say that anyways, so, you know, yeah, I disavow this comment. This was a bad comment. Definitely she sounds like a ghoul from Fallout, not a lizard. I apologize. That's my bad. But, you know, like, I don't know if I genuinely believe that that's the main reason you're upset. I think it might be, like, it's very selfless to pretend like you're just doing this on the behalf of your girlfriend. You're defending Milady's honor and all that, and I understand. And if that's the case, then that's fine. I'm just saying it seems to me more likely like you're upset about some of the other things that were said. You know, probably. I don't know. That's just a guess. Just a guess.
And I heard it, and when I actually hear about that in the video, I completely fucking snapped. I had like a major outburst for a few days, and ever since when I heard that live of that video was stuck in my head for around like 2 years now. And one time I literally had a nightmare about it that I was at a girlfriend with my girlfriend, and basically we bumped.
Somebody in chat saying that I never said that she looks like a lizard. I don't think I said she looks like one. I was probably referring to her voice, because she talks like this. In which case, you know, I could see that I maybe called her, it said that she sounds like one. But, I mean, I don't even know if I actually did that. I'd have to rewatch the old video. Do I still have that privated, by the way? This fucking guy was going on his little copyright spree. Let me just see if I still have that privated. Hang on. I'm gonna go back quite a ways, because I actually started uploading videos again. Terrible idea. I wouldn't recommend it. When was this? Oh, that was 2023. This would have been like... Oh, yeah, it's private. Let me just go ahead and... I don't know, do I ever say that she sounds like... Do I ever even say that she sounds like a lizard? Hang on. Cause it's around this section here when the girlfriend shows up. In life, I gotta be... She's just like, I gotta be sitting here with Mightypups. You know, hang on. Let me see. Do we have a transcript? Transcript. Do I at any point say the word lizard? I guess I do. There was a voice that sounded like some kind of lizard creature.
Sorry about that, Mia. I was actually in my...
Okay, is that... Yeah, so it is that she sounds like that. To be nice to him. Oh, dear.
Sorry about that. Yeah,
I'm sorry, but that sounds like a lizard! That sounds like a fucking lizard! I don't disavow! I do not disavow! She sounds like a lizard! Or Homer, or Marge, rather, yeah. Hey, sweetheart, how's it going? Anyways, so it's true. I did say that, but like I don't know, man. That's just a joke. I don't know if you can get revenge on me with the copyright system. I don't think that's what that's there for. Anyway,
to DeadwingDork and his subscribers, and they all shouted, "You're a fucking wizard" to my girlfriend, and
oh, this is his dream. Hang on, we gotta.
that
He had a dream about DeadwingDork and his subscribers.
literally had a nightmare about it. That I was at
Chats in his
that
dreams.
I was at a girlfriend with my girlfriend, and
He was at girlfriend with his girlfriend.
basically we bumped into DeadwingDork and his subscribers, and they all shouted, "You're a fucking wizard" to my girlfriend, and I was like,
DeadwingDork is the Dream Reaper. Yeah, I didn't realize I was living literally rent-free in his head. I didn't realize I had, you know, front down by the water condo real estate in his brain. Jesus Christ.
crying and screaming in my pillow, and then there were multiple times that I really want to get revenge on DeadwingDork for what he have done to me. So ever since
Over and over, scene by scene, like a recurring lizard, haunting my dreams.
ever since when I saw
How
his
can you prepare for what will happen next, Mightypups fanboy?
newest video, I made a breaking point. I just completely snapped. I turned it to my bad side, because like I have multiple personalities. When it comes to my bad side is something.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? He has the two wolves inside him. He has multiple personalities. So the copyright striker is the twisted fucking psychopath, I guess. Is that accurate?
That you definitely
bad
not want to
side.
see. So that was the reason why when I saw the video, I basically turned into my bad side, and that's when I made a breaking point that I basically struck down DeadwingDork's copyright videos. Me looking back at it, was it the most dickest move that I ever done? Yes,
The most dickest move?
it was. I thought it was the most stupid fucking idea I ever done, because according to Preston, he told me that if I did had any problems with this guy, I would have gone on call with him, so that way we can talk about the situation.
Oh, I don't have anything to fucking say to you, but the Preston guy showed up in my comments after the video got reinstated, and he was like, "Well, I'm glad that this is all settled now, and we can all put this behind us," or whatever. Oh man, intense sudden rain. It's crazy. Yeah, this Preston guy is trying to be like the go-between with Mightypups and I. And I don't know who he is, but he's trying. He's trying to sort out Mightypups, so for that I appreciate him, I guess.
But at least the good thing is, at least I restored both of the DeadwingDork videos, because one the
Chat people, multiple people in chat are demanding that I say big boy. You can't just force me to say big boy, okay? It's not gonna be genuine. If it's just like a forced big boy, then that's bullshit. Then no one's excited for like, that's how a meme gets run into the ground. I'm not saying big boy just to get your fucking rocks off. Now stick around and keep watching the stream, and a big boy might like materialize naturally. But I'm not just gonna like drop in and you know, I'm not doing that. That's your preview. You get a little preview. You know, that's the most you're getting. I'm not driving it into the ground that quickly. It's not gonna happen.
videos that I striked on was when he did a reaction to my aggressive everything live stream live stream that I did back in the summer of 2024. And that was the live stream that me and Ethan recommend. And that was when I told Ethan multiple times that I don't want to do the live stream because I had a really bad allergy that I was basically coughing like crazy.
Oh, I remember that.
And that's when Ethan made his breaking point. And he would I remember that we got into screening matches on Instagram while I was with my friend.
It sounds like he was more or less like blackmailed into doing this stream to address everything, quote unquote. I mean, it's almost the same thing that happened with that guy that, you know, gooned to a bunch of kids and said the N-word more times than he can count. It's almost like that guy, where he was like being manipulated into doing the stream by some 12-year-old that had all the info on him or something. And so he was like forced to do it. But I guess instead of that, it's like somebody who's allegedly his friend, and they were fighting over this. And yeah, that stream in the live clip from recently is the result of that. Him, you know, addressing everything, confessing to things that no one asked about, bringing up a bunch of shit that no one, like I would have never gone into that, I would have never gone out of that stream knowing that Mightypups fanboy is in a blood pact inspired by the movie Castaway with his Chase Mightypup plushie. I would have never known that if he didn't fucking unforced error that into my brain. And now I know that. And thank you, Mightypups fanboy. So,
and Ethan and we had a long conversation.
I'm not watching the whole thing, man.
I went to my home state, California, for a week. And during my stay, I went to The Price is Right, where they filmed the show. I went to the Corner of the Pacific. I also went on the Warner Bros. Studio tour. And then I went to Universal Studios Hollywood for 2 days.
Epstein Island.
So,
what a fucking rich boy. I didn't realize he had such opportunities. Harley Angel Vine says, that happens to me. I also have level 1 autism, and I usually get too excited. Level 1 only? Only level 1 autism? I mean, you gotta get those numbers up, pal. Also, I'm terribly sorry about the video might be taken down for your reaction. I hope you should dispute the claim and to contact Paramount Pictures about the situation. Did he get in trouble for his fucking Mario video? Jesus Christ. Alright, anyways, that's Mightypups. I just wanted to catch up a little bit with the recent lore and, of course, the Mario business, but we're mostly here for the Mario business. Now, hang on. Come on now. Let me get this guy's videos up. One of the best users, a relatively recent discovery, you know, is this guy. He doesn't really have as much as I wish that he did. Oh, this is kind of disappointing, actually. Yeah, we got some like comic dubs. We got some stuff that's like Mario related, but I really would have expected that he'd have more going on with the movie. Damn. Streamed 5 days ago. So he's got a series where he streams Uno. Okay, I didn't know that. But you know, we've got Liam Keane here, and yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he just doesn't have as much about the Mario movie as I would have liked. He does have some of his usual antics, so I mean, we'll get some of that. But let's see, he's gonna watch the Super Mario I'm gonna watch the Super Mario Galaxy movie at cinema! Let's do it.
Hey everyone, this is Liam King here. Before we start making my exciting announcement, I just want to say thank you all so much for 800 subscribers. I can't believe we made it this far. Very soon we'll get to 900, but for now, I want to say thank you all for 800 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your support. Now,
Thank you for looking like Brad tasted music if he didn't beat women.
because I love watching, since I watched the first Super Mario Bros. Movie, the Nintendo has just announced there will be another movie of Super Mario Galaxy movie will be released on April 1st, which I'm going to go see that movie.
Yeah, he does have that mustache. I don't know who... Like, maybe it's Mario that's convincing people like this to get a mustache. This bad influence little Italian fucking piece of shit. He's got people, users everywhere lined up to get the worst mustache you've ever seen. I do like that this movie came out on April Fool's Day. You know, from everything I know about it and how it turned out, apparently, it's very appropriate that it came out on April Fool's Day. Should have been March 10th, Mario Day, you know? That's the day for it, but what do I know?
Super excited. I can't wait to watch it in the cinema. It'll be released in April 1st, so I'm hoping to get some tickets. Go and watch it, and no spoilers. So,
There's Mario in it.
that's the announcement I'm making. I'm so excited.
Do you think the Star Fox thing counts as a spoiler? Like, I don't know. I didn't go out of my way to discover that Star Fox was there. That just kind of got spoiled to me. Maybe there's post-credit. Maybe there's, "Sir, we found it!" And it's like the Samus helmet in the desert. You know, like a post-credits thing. Or it's like a Kirby star that's just like laying out there in the fucking, you know, in some like parking lot in New Jersey. There's just a Kirby star. You know, that's how you know to come back for next time.
To watch the Super Mario Galaxy movie will release on April 1st. We're nearly there to watch it. It's just one more week to go. Or actually 2 weeks to go before the movie gets released.
Who am I banning?
But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more videos coming soon. Liam Keen signing off.
Thanks, Liam Keen. Who am I banning? There's a Jesse I need to ban, apparently. I'm not even fucking seeing this guy. I'm not even fucking seeing this guy in chat. Yeah, I named myself after the Porcupine Tree album. Jesse the Ultimate Vigilante? Is that him? There's a different Jesse that says that Jesse's giving him a bad name. Well, I don't see him doing anything that's like bannable. User in chat? Look, I'll keep an eye on him, okay? I don't know what he's up to. I'll keep an eye on him. Anyways, so thankfully, you know, there's not much from Liam Keen. He's got a short here about the Mario Galaxy movie and then all of this, but well, no one went to see this fucking thing. Holy shit. Oh, just his other autistic child molester best friend.
Ready to see the movies.
Exciting.
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah, it's the Mario Galaxy Gusty Garden music, but then there's just also like an Aquafina song in the background or something because everything is terrible. It really sums up the whole Mario Galaxy movie in a way. It's like, you know, you've got the beauty of the original game there, and then there's just like some meme celebrity that's there to take a shit all over it and boost their career. You know. There is literally nobody else in the theater. Are they there like 2 hours early?
You
What is
guys
going
need to
on?
watch it so you don't get any spoilers.
What are you gonna be spoiled on in the Mario Galaxy movie? Dude, I just... Like, I don't know, even the Star Fox thing is not, like... I don't know. Someone said Daisy. I don't give a shit about this fucking movie, so if you're upset that that's a spoiler and that's really a spoiler, then, like, okay, I don't care. But I guess Daisy shows up in the post-credits or something. Is that a spoiler? Who gives a shit? I don't know. I mean, I'm someone who plays these games from time to time, too. I'm not like one of these people that's just like, oh, it's just Mario, it's for babies, who even cares? No, I mean, like the games are good. The movie is for fucking stupid little toddlers. Like, what? Who gives a shit that Daisy's there? What do they get Eva Longoria to play Daisy? Which Latina did they get to play Daisy? Is it Jenna Ortega? Which one did they get? I know it's a Latina playing Daisy. I can already guess that. That's how they do it. There's a turtle? Oh my god. Is Vinny a toddler? Well, I mean, I have to assume he didn't like these fucking movies. Jesus Christ. I would lose so much respect for anyone that I know that I like who tells me that the Mario movies are okay. And in the same breath, they shit on the fucking old one. Like, I'm sorry, the old one's great. Is it a good Mario movie? Fuck no. But, like, Mario just inherently doesn't work that well as a movie. I don't know what to fucking tell you. The old one is great. It's, like, bursting with, like, weird creativity that no one asked it to have. It just does a bunch of shit that you never expect to be in a fucking Mario movie. And everyone always pointed that out, and they were like, well, why is the fucking fish a big black lady with huge tits now? Why is Toad like a guy with a guitar? It's like, I don't know. I guess it could be better. It could just be completely on-brand, corporate sanitized garbage, focus tested to appeal to the largest audience of Liam Keens possible. I guess that's better. I guess that's what we want. So yeah, unfortunately not that much from Liam about the actual Mario Galaxy movie. There's there's some other videos here. He's unboxing a Luma plush keychain and Happy Meal Mario toy. Happy Meal Mario toy! I guess we could do this one.
Hey everyone, this is Liam Kane here. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different today. Since I did see the Super Mario Galaxy movie, I decided I'd do an unboxing video. We got one from the cinema and one from McDonald's. Now apparently, when I was watching Greedy Voice Actors channel, she has got 3 Bowser Jr. toys, that was so crazy. And it was so funny that she got triples.
The suspense is real.
And it was so funny. So, for that, I'm only going to get just one toy from this Happy Meal toy. But first, we're going to open up the new Super Mario Galaxy movie keychain plush Luma bag tags. You can see here, I got it from the cinema. It's only $10. I couldn't get the Yoshi bucket because it was a bit expensive, but I'll get it next time. So,
the Yoshi vomit bucket, only available through AliExpress or whatever. I like that it was too expensive for the Yoshi bucket. That was 1,000 tickets and he only had 800, so he had to get this thing instead. Very sad.
For the meantime, I'm going to open up this unboxing Luma toy. So I'm going to open this up. Going to do like this. Ooh, look at this one. And there are 6 to collect. Or 5 perhaps.
The Yoshi bucket is like $50. Christ.
Look, it's a yellow Luma.
Oh my god.
Look at this, it's a Luma.
I'm gonna come!
Absolutely beautiful. Look at this, a yellow Luma right here.
Yellow Lumas! Yellow Lumas! There's a Magic Koopa! I know what that is!
And now, for this one. Let's see what toy I get. Ooh, okay. Yes, Mario, look. I got a Mario toy. Nice.
Yay! Good job.
Very nice.
Nice. What's the toy? Does he
Got
just
the
spin
Mario
around?
one from Macca's and a Luma toy from Village Cinema.
What does the Mario toy do? Why is he like being fucking... I'm sorry, this Mario toy...
I got a Mario toy.
Why does he look like he's being fucking crucified? Why is the Mario toy T-posing for dominance? What the fuck?
Nice. Very nice.
Somebody says it's like a wheel you throw knives at. It's true. He looks like he's on one of those like knife wheels where they spin him around and you try to get him between the like armpits or whatever, you know?
I got the Mario one from Macca's and a Luma toy from Village Cinemas.
Xenogears reference.
The keychain.
Okay.
Very nice. You can get one of these from Macca's and get them from Cinema as well, because this one only costs $10.
This fucking subhuman Britoids calling it Macca's. Ugh.
To get this Luma plush toy keychain. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video for now, so we'll see you next time. New video.
Oh, I thought I could click the big subscribe bell button and subscribe and hit the bell, but unfortunately that just paused the video. You like how this video's in 4K, by the way? Where he's like out of focus and slightly blurry the whole time. It looks like Bane's fucking webcam on every episode of Loud Equals Funny. He records that shit in like 1080 60. Every podcast winds up being like 20 gigabytes of a Discord a Discord recording. Like, yeah, I don't know, Liam. I think you can probably bump it down to 720, but I think you'll be fine.
Be uploading very soon. Catch you all later. Bye bye for now. Liam Kane signing off.
Blasting off again. Alright, well, that's Liam Keen's take on Mario. Mario movie! Let's see. What do you got for us? You got anything interesting? You got anything good? No. No, it's nothing good. It's nothing good. You know, it's really sad that he also went the way of Iron Wrath. You know, the classic example of a guy who found out people thought he was funny, but he wasn't supposed to be funny, so he, you know, scrubbed all of his internet presence of anything that could ever be considered funny. And that's what happened to Aster of Aether, unfortunately. Dogs Eating Dogs 6, formerly. And you know, it's difficult to get good views these days, but I will say 10,000 subs, and you're getting like a lot of these are getting like 500 something views for the last month. Man, people want more nonsense. Man, people want the nonsense. He doesn't even have anything about the Mario movie. New Super Mario Bros. Wii video down here. He's not... How is he not capitalizing on the Mario movie? Fucking shark. Fuck off. A blessed Good Friday. Where's the Mario movie, man? We're all here for your opinions about Mario. Wishing you a blessed Good Friday filled with love and peace since Easter is coming. Fact of the day. Making fun of Jesus' death is not a laughing matter because it offends Christian people who all believe in Jesus and is highly offensive to God. If you do this type of habit, you can get called out for that on the internet. You can get a lot of haters and you will face serious consequences when you die. They hated Mario because he told the truth. Yeah, I mean, he's not... I don't know, is he like really a Rosalina lover? We all expected him to have some big opinions about Rosalina in the Mario movie, and people have had opinions. I mean, apparently she's barely fucking in the thing, because it's not really a Mario Galaxy movie at all. But like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I expected something about Rosalina here, man. You gotta get your fucking shit together, Aster of Aether, whatever you're calling yourself now. Get your fucking shit together. People want Rosalina Lover. They're not here for Angry Birds. What do you think this is? What do you think this fucking is? Man. Any other specific users I should look up for a Mario review? Mario Galaxy movie review? Anybody I'm not thinking of? I'm thinking maybe One Up Films. I could check him out. It's with a Z, I think. Yeah. But it's with the word one, so close enough. No, I mean, he's not even talking about the Mario Galaxy movie. What is this shit? You know this movie is like a huge fucking failure when like One Up Films over here doesn't have a video about the Mario Galaxy movie. He's got other stupid Mario garbage. He's got live streams from years ago where he plays Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. But he ain't playing the fucking game now, is he? He ain't watching the movie. He's just got videos from like a month ago. Nothing about Mario movie. Like, where's the Mario movie, man? We're all here for Mario movie. This is such bullshit, man. This fucking sucks. It sucking fucks, and I don't like it. Ali Jessa. I don't even think Ali Jessa likes Mario. Does he like Mario? Would he have like a video about? I don't think he does. I don't know if he likes Mario, but at the very least he doesn't seem to have a video about it. Does he have a post? No, I don't think he even has. Like, the Mario adults are barely even coming out for this fucking thing. That's the thing. I could joke about like an infinite supply of Liam Keens to go see their movies, but you saw the fucking short that he did. He was the only fucking party in his whole theater. Him and his friend, the only two people in the whole fucking theater. Nobody else was there for it, and Mightypups also sounded like he was in a pretty empty theater from what it sounded like there were a few other people, but like not super fucking packed or anything. So that's really interesting about that Mario movie. I did see this. Didn't watch it, but I did see this.
Who's got 2 thumbs and a delayed review of the Mario Galaxy movie because of a terrible head cold? This guy.
Movie Bob, watch the Mario movie, everybody. Yeah, maybe Mr. Wii, yeah.
Yo! Mario Galaxy movie. It's really good. I enjoyed it. If my voice sounds like shit, it's because I have a bad head cold, so I may end up posting a longer review or some other longer thing about this later.
Don't worry, Movie Bob. No one is here for your voice, man. People are here for your great opinions about things and your that one, the thing I just said.
I can talk. Probably an awkward edit right there for the same reason. I actually watched this on Monday night, and the embargo dropped on Wednesday afternoon. Still feels like I'll probably spend more time talking about this than a review. Probably.
Yeah, he's aged a lot. He kind of looks like Harvey Weinstein after the news came out. You know, where you'd see him in like the fucking wheelchair, and it looks like he's like a sagging, hairy blobfish of a human. That's Movie Blob for you. 2026.
Because it has kind of been borne out that these Mario movies from Illumination are, in my opinion, sort of critic-proof. Like, we're 2 movies in already, and the reviews of them, which on the press side seem to be negative, and on the audience and gamer or YouTube whatever side tend to lean more positive. Seems like it's critics and fans reviewing the movie and reviewing the reviews at each other instead of just talking about the movie, which becomes this postmodern discoursey thing, which I genuinely...
God, Movie Bob is a fucking master at just, like, drawing everything out as long as it possibly can, just wasting everyone's time with this, like, overwrought meta-analysis of the Mario movies and the state of the internet, and just... Shut the fuck up, Bob. Just tell us what you thought about the fucking movie, for God's sakes. Every time.
I think both of these movies are very much fine, and in both cases, the first one and the second one, it's less a matter of film critics approaching these movies wrong. I don't necessarily think that there's a wrong way to approach a movie or review a movie or whatever, but it's sort of looped in on itself into this bigger discourse, bigger discussion, whatever you want to call it. By now I've come to actually hate the word discourse more than I hate the concept of discourse, and I hate the concept...
By now I hate your videos more than I hate the concept of your videos, and that's why I always keep fucking watching them, and then I'm reminded 5 minutes in, like, oh yeah, it's not even been 5 minutes, it's been fucking less than 2, and this is insufferable.
...of discourse a lot as to whether or not critics are too hard on these Mario movies.
Blah, blah, blah.
Because they're just kids' movies, quote unquote. Like, I think a lot of the discussion around these movies sort of, like, skips over the fact that it's very clear that some people come at these expecting them to be narratively something more like the, you know, Disney princess films, something like a...
Why is it, like... So this is one of those people that's like, bro, it's fine. It's just a Mario movie. Why do you have expectations for it? Like, I don't know. God forbid anyone expect a movie to have a plot or, like, you know, anything actually going on in it. I find it interesting, the modern era of film, where it seems like a lot of movies, like, I don't know, it's a genre that didn't exist before, like, a few years ago, basically. You know, maybe, like, Ready Player One was, like, the first one you can really point to that was one of these, but the Minecraft movie is absolutely one of these, and the first Mario movie was this. I don't know about the second one here, but it certainly fucking seems like it from everything I've seen of it. Just like these sort of museum tour guide movies, where it's not really like they care about having any kind of plot. Like, the story of the movie and the reason for a movie to exist under, like, historically, why you would make a movie is because I've got, like, a story to tell about this thing. I've got, you know, like, I want to make art about this concept or whatever. But nowadays, there a lot of movies come out that are more... I guess more enamored with the concept of just being, I don't know, like a Universal Studios ride, where it's like a guided tour of things that you know from this franchise, and then every now and then there's the pretense of like, oh no, kids, Bowser is here, and he doesn't want you to have any fun watching the Mario movie. Rah! No! And then Mario shows up and punches Bowser, and then the guided tour just continues, basically. Like, there's technically a plot in the sense that, you know, a haunted house technically has a plot. But they really legitimately are just more like a theme park of, like, visual effects based on a thing you're aware of. More than they are, like, actually attempting to be movies with stories. Maybe the Ready Player One movie isn't as bad as the book was, as far as that goes. But certainly the Minecraft and Mario movies have been that, and I'm absolutely fucking certain that there's other examples of movies that are exactly just that. I mean, you could argue that, like, the Flash movie was pretty much just that. You know, there's a hint of a story, but mainly it's just there for you to go, oh my god, I remember when fucking, you know, I remember when Nick Cage was gonna be Superman. This is so epic. And you get to have a Mightypups session over it. I don't know, I just think it's interesting I don't know. I mean, I guess Movie Bob, he's a big time critic. You know, he cares a lot about the art of being a critic. So, you know, maybe he views these movies in some light that I don't. I just don't know why it's like... I just don't know why it's, like, considered fine that these movies come out, and you're not allowed to say anything about them, because they're just for fun. Why should there be a plot, or any reason for them to exist at all under any circumstances other than literally just excuses to make more money? Why should they? I find the new Mario movies to be, like, disastrously embarrassing for the Nintendo brand in a way that I'm sure they don't, because they're making plenty of money off of them. But these movies are in every way worse than the CDI cutscenes or whatever, like the old Zelda cartoon or the original Mario movie, like anything that they've tried to sweep under the rug as like, oh, Mario was off model here, let's just pretend that one never happened. Like, these ones are so much worse than that. And they should be viewed as catastrophic to the brand. But I don't think they will, because they make lots of money, probably. So, like, I don't know. I guess it's probably fine for them. But I guess I just don't get it. It's like they're very particular about their brand. You know, they don't want Mario to appear in this thing. They don't want, you know, God forbid, a Paper Mario game where there's a character that's not just a Toad. Just a default Toad. You know, we gotta make sure everything looks the way it does on the website. Can't have anything with too much artistic, you know, leeway. Any liberties being taken. Mario looks like this, and he sounds like this. And yet here's this movie that's just a complete, I mean, soulless abomination. I look at the Mario movies and I see the lack of God. I look at the Mario movies and I'm face to face with human indecency and evil. Now, is that overreacting for the Mario movies? I just don't think it is. I just don't think it is. Anyway, what do you got to say, Bob?
Frozen or Moana, which are pitched a little bit older with big dramatic character arcs because they're all ages family films, when these Illumination Mario movies are, in terms of pacing and characterization, around the level of like Dogman or Paw Patrol at a younger audience. And that maybe because this is
But also the fact that Mario is like a good video game that anyone can play at any age. I mean, yeah, you'll get people making fun of you if you're playing Mario as an adult, but like, the Mario games control very well and are very well put together and usually have like great music and are just like a really good experience all the way through. Most Mario games, I think you can pick up and play them at any age, and if you're not trying to like convince yourself that you're too mature for it or whatever, you'll probably have a good time, you know? And that's why it's another reason why these new movies are just like an absolutely fucking terrible like adaptation of that, because no, you just can't watch it at any age and have a good time. I think that's part of it, is like, he mentioned the fucking like Disney princess movies. Like, yeah, I don't know, I can watch Aladdin now and I'm not fucking 5. And I probably still enjoy Aladdin because it's like it's just a well-made movie that anyone can enjoy. Yeah, it's like for kids. It's not exclusively for kids because it's good. And that's the thing a lot of people don't get with these Mario movies. You know, I'll see people say, like, of course it's bad, it's for kids. Well, no, the Mario games are, like, for kids, too. But they're, like, good and interesting and well-made, and anyone can enjoy them. That's the problem with these movies, is that they're fucking not. They're made for children. They're made for very young children who are the only people that are going to be able to put up with this shit. So that's part of the problem.
Intellectual property that's 40 years old in terms of the Super Mario Brothers games and characters that people coming into these from a review standpoint maybe weren't clocking right away. and whether or not that's appropriate. Yes, would it be an interesting narrative experiment to try and make more of an all-ages, maybe even mature storyline for a Super Mario Brothers movie? Sure.
That really wouldn't be much of an experiment, though. We're talking about, again, literally just give it the narrative depth of, I don't know, The Little Mermaid, Lion King, whatever. Like, these are kids' movies that people can enjoy and appreciate as adults because they're well made. I don't see how that's like an interesting experiment. It would not be. It would be called making a real movie. Like,
it's not necessarily the film they're making, and I'm not necessarily sure that that's an intrinsic flaw. Would these be more narratively
the
satisfying
film that they're making is an advertisement for Mario games.
movies with room to breathe? Yes. Is there story flaws in this one, Super Mario Galaxy, that come from them not having scenes where the characters like slow down and think about things for a little while? Are there story problems towards the second act where characters seem to make a major character progression and then immediately go back on them that would be easily solved by having a scene in between that? Yes, that's an actual narrative problem. Would it be a bigger problem in a movie that was pitched at an all-ages audience than a movie that is aimed more at a Paw Patrol-aged audience like this is? That's what this is. And I think that's okay, in terms of story.
Why is that okay? He's such a terrible critic. Yeah, okay, I'm glad you enjoyed your stupid goy slop for babies, dude. I'm glad you loved it. I'm asking why it's okay that the movie came out and has absolutely no ambition and no one tried, and it's literally just a corporate cash grab. Isn't this guy like a turbo leftist? Shouldn't he have, like, communist-adjacent problems with the fact that companies just churn out this absolute garbage because they know people like him will watch it anyway? Or buy it anyway? I just don't understand how Movie Bob became literally the poster child of consumers. Of 38-year-old consumers who just drink down the fucking slop. No matter what comes out, no matter what garbage it is. You know, and he'll take 2 seconds to be like, oh, well, you know, it's not the best movie ever. But he isn't going to really, like, shit on it that much. He's not going to really have, like, any problem with it. You probably should, Bob. You probably should have a problem with corporations assuming that you're stupid enough to put up with this and being right. You probably should have a problem with that.
Storytelling coherency, this is probably closer to like a 7 out of 10, solid, decent, here's some crazy visuals and funny characters for your kids movie. Now on a, hey, here's some Super Mario Brothers characters, check them out on screen movie, for me it's a 10 out of 10. I saw Wart and Mauser and Birdo from Super Mario Brothers 2. Even Nintendo doesn't show me those characters a lot of the time. For me, that's a 10 out of 10. I was like, holy shit, check those guys out. Yeah, awesome.
Oh my god. Is Movie Bob the first midwit? Like, just so many words, so much exhaustive, laborious talking, just for him to essentially have the same opinion as fucking Liam Keen or whatever, Mightypups fanboy. Just pog and point at screen because I know what wart is. That's awesome, bro. I'm glad you had a great time.
There's some very unexpected Nintendo lore characters showing up in this that just aren't even necessarily Mario characters that I was like, wow, never expected to see that. Awesome, cool, fun.
We all
that doesn't
know
make
Star
it
Fox
a good
is there,
movie,
dude.
but it makes it a good time at the movies. I think it is, in fact,
Okay, but consider this. They could have done that and had an actual plot stringing it all together. They could have done that and made it a real movie that anyone could actually watch and enjoy. You know, I don't know, these movies want to be, like, funny and everything. I guess I'm just thinking about the episodes of Simpsons that are, like, 23 minutes long at most and have more of an impactful narrative than the Mario movie. I mean, there's plenty of examples you could point to, I guess. But I guess I just think of, in particular, like, the one where Bart sells his soul is a good example. You know, it's about a kid. It obviously appeals to kids. Simpsons, kids fucking loved The Simpsons back then. They probably still do now if they watch it. Simpsons was a huge deal back in the day. It didn't stop them from making, good episodes that had good stories that told a real narrative that you would think about. That 10 years later, 20 years later, whatever, you'd be like, oh yeah, there was that one episode of the Simpsons that had that going on. That was pretty interesting. And then you get shit like this on the big screen, where it's like there's just no excuse for this. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit if a cartoon TV show from fucking 40 years ago could do this shit and manage to make me feel things more than a big screen, big budget, box office, AAA Hollywood production with 47 writers and 1,000 producers. That sounds like a you problem. That's a skill issue. I don't know.
It's hilarious to cast Donald Glover as Yoshi and just have him say Yoshi noises. I think that's funny. That's entertaining. Hey, Rob the Robot is there, and he just acts like Rob the Robot. That's a big smile on my face. I'm 45 years old, I love Nintendo stuff. I'm allowed to like that, I think. Doesn't mean I'm gonna...
No, you're not, and that's retarded and pathetic, and you should be ashamed. I mean, I'm 31 years old, and I like Mario and Nintendo stuff. But I'm not gonna like it just because it says Mario on it, dude. I don't know. I have no problem enjoying Mario 64 because Mario 64 bangs. I got no problem enjoying Sunshine or Odyssey or Wonder or any of that because it fucking bangs. Galaxy sucks ass though. But I don't have a problem with any of that because it's good on its own merits and not just because it says Mario on it, man. Come on.
Sit there and argue that this is better than some more artistically accomplished animated movie. But yes, does that make me smile like I'm 6 years old? Yeah. It's a difficult world out there. I think I'm allowed to just enjoy Rob the fucking Robot showing up.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's a difficult world because of people like you and giant evil corporations. So, of course, a person like you would love the product of the giant evil corporation that shat this out. That is perfect. That is the perfect summary of where we are. That and Mightypups fanboy pogging at the Animal Farm movie. Other than that, though, that is perfect.
There's at least one cameo in this that hasn't been spoiled by anything that I kind of went, oh god, holy shit. There are other less successful things in it. I've never really cared for Bowser Jr. as a Mario character, and it pisses me off that he's the central villain of this because I've always liked other bad guys better. I understand what he's doing here thematically, as close as this movie has to a thematic thing. Bowser Jr. being the bad guy trying to pull his father back into being more evil than he's trying to be. I get it. I just never liked Bowser Jr. I think the other Koopalings are funnier if they're going for old school Nintendo pulls. If Tatanga from Super Mario Land had been the space bad guy instead, I would have liked that even more. But he's fine. Benny Safdie's doing a fine, funny voice as him. I just never liked Bowser Jr. Jack Black is still funny as Bowser. The whole voice cast is very good. Yes, I even think Chris Pratt is fine as Mario. It's actually kind of fun that Mario is very secondary to his own movie here. I think of all the good decisions...
Yeah, Galaxy is also secondary to its own movie here.
Illumination has made about these movies, recognizing Mario and Luigi, despite being the player characters of the games, do not need to be the main protagonists of the story just because their names are on it, is a good decision. It's like they looked at the angry criticism from morons of the last one that Peach was too much the protagonist of the first one, and kind of said for this one, okay, fine, Peach is actually the protagonist in this one.
Oh wow, so they made it even worse. Good.
Even though it's called Super Mario Galaxy.
I hope she wears pants and is a badass and kicks people's butts this time, because she's such a badass.
Come at us, bros, we're playing with...
I'm sorry, it's just kind of embarrassing that they are that ashamed of Peach. I will say this, yeah, Peach sucks, as a character in the games or whatever. She's non-existent. She is literally just there for you to save her, and she does nothing ever of any consequence, and is useless in every way, except for, one Paper Mario game, and people use that And they're like, oh no, but she actually has so much going on. No, she doesn't. She sucks. That being said, she is who she is in those fucking games. And the fact that they're so embarrassed by that now, and they have to be like, oh, actually, she's a badass! Like, I don't know, man. I just, you know... I also remember when she was in Smash Brothers. I understand. Listen, just make the fucking movie be her getting kidnapped. Just do it. Just fucking do it. It's not clever that you're like that afraid of the trope. Just do the trope. Some fucking retard on The Guardian is going to make a think piece about it. And then everyone will forget, and it will be fine. Just make her the fucking damsel in distress. She is good for literally nothing else. Make her the damsel in distress. What the fuck?
Money, I think that's fun. Nominally, the story in this one is Rosalina has been kidnapped by Bowser Jr. to do a thing. It involves, like, making a space laser. It doesn't really matter. It's not that kind of movie. So they contact Peach to please come save her, because why would you not contact another important princess person to do that? Who the hell are the Super Mario Brothers, basically? These are not famous people outside the Mushroom Kingdom.
What is he doing with his hand? Why does he keep, like, moving his hand around at the bottom of the frame? It's like he's it's like he's reading by, like, following his finger under each word or whatever. But we can see in his reflected sunglasses that he's, like, on Google Images or whatever. He's not reading a script, I don't think.
They're still just two guys that Peach knows. So Peach goes off to save her basically on her own, and Mario and Luigi get roped into following this because they are two guys that Peach knows, basically. And I think that's kind of fun. They're in this very Three Stooges, Marx Brothers sort of thing where Mario and Luigi are involved. They also use power-ups and do adventure stuff, but they are the comedy sidekicks to Princess Peach, who is the action heroine protagonist of this universe, basically, which is really cool. If there is one very interesting novel thing that Illumination is doing in this, is that they very clearly set down a differentiation between how they're doing princess characters than how, like, Disney as the base model for, you know, animated movies.
Bob likes it because it's progressive and did something different, everybody.
Princess characters has been doing things. They've very clearly set aside.
Yeah, it's so different that Peach is a badass woman who kicks dudes' butts and is cool, and she gets it done, because girls get it done. I haven't seen any other media have characters like that recently. Certainly not in the last 15 years or so. I really don't think there's been an oversaturation of female characters who are super cool and strong and epic and fight dudes. You know, that's never happened before, so it's good that they came up with this original concept for Princess Peach. That's so awesome, dude. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That they're princesses, rather than being teenage, you know, wistful dreamer archetypes, are basically the only adults in the room at any given time. Even when there are other, you know, adults in the room, Mario and Luigi are basically grown men who are children. Rosalina is surrounded by the
Yeah, now I see why you love this series so much.
Lumas, who are little babies. Peach has the Toads, who are all basically child creatures. So they are essentially omnipotent mom characters, like action hero den mothers, but they're also...
Oh, good. That's what we need more of, is women domineering everything in media. That's so great.
Allowed to
Remember when that guy got upset that no one liked the Mario movie because it didn't follow Hollywood's woke agenda? Yeah. I wish that was true. I really wish that was true. God damn it.
Funny, silly action heroines, and they get to pull comedy character cartoon faces, which other movies with princess characters never really let them be anything other than pretty or sad, and here they also get to do...
He really is just going off for like 45 minutes about how Peach is a badass, strong female who don't take no crap and don't need no man. She's strong and independent, and she's gonna wear pants, goddammit, and she's gonna be the CEO, not the receptionist, okay? That can be the man's job. Like, Bob, none of this is original or unique. In fact, it's so unoriginal and ununique that it's, like, eye-rollingly embarrassing and lame that they have to do this in every movie. It's not new. You watch enough fucking movies, Bob. You should know this isn't new. This isn't an original concept.
Bug eyes and exasperated faces like Mario and Luigi do. There's interesting animation here. The movie is gorgeous. It's probably the best looking Illumination movie ever, and it's definitely the best animated Illumination movie ever. There is always so much going on. So many characters, so many background details, so much movement and action, all of it, so much choreography. It very much reminds me of...
It's sad that it got wasted on this nonsense, then, I guess, yeah.
In terms of...
I don't know, I can appreciate the fact that it looks nice, I guess, but I don't appreciate it that much. It's like, you know, the easiest thing that you could have done would have been to get somebody to write this fucking thing. I mean, yeah, I guess it's true. You can just shit out a bunch of nice-looking visuals and just make, like, a Mario screensaver, basically, that has no real story or plot or characters or themes or anything, but, hey, come on, Ninja is there. You can do that, sure. I guess you can. I feel like it would have been the easiest thing in the world to just get somebody to write up a fucking narrative for the thing, though. But, I mean, I don't know how these movies are made. That's another part of it. It's like, how much of it is just a boardroom where they're just like, oh, we gotta have this character in here. We gotta make sure this thing from this game is in here. Baby Mario needs to be there, so we have to have blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess it would be difficult to get somebody to write a script around that framework. I typically assume a movie comes out and it's like, you know, designed, it's like written by someone, and then, you know, maybe they cleverly write in some parts where some reference stuff happens or whatever, you know? But I'm assuming, with how lousy the fucking plot is in these Mario Galaxy, these Illumination Mario Minions movies, that they probably do just literally have like a boardroom of people going like, should we have ATSTs in this one? Yeah, totally! And then later on, they get some fucking ChatGPT program to write up a somewhat coherent, you know, straight line that winds through all of these things that we need to see. And that's the plot. You know, I don't know. I guess my whole point is I feel like you could pretty easily do this and it could be appreciated by everyone instead of being a cash grab for babies and stupid adults like Bob. You could pretty easily do this and it would be like a memorable movie that stands the test of time. You could easily do this and have somebody, you know, the narrative would switch. It would be like all those times we talked about how a Mario movie could never work. What is it going to be? 2 hours of him jumping on Goombas? And then you give us an actual movie that's like got a real plot and narrative and does something interesting. And it's like, that would have been great. I would have loved to have lived in that world. But we don't, because we don't need to. Because people like Bob will stick up for companies doing the absolute bare minimum. Because we don't need to. Bob would probably love it if he got to just tinker with like a chat GPT thing all day. You know, that would be Bob's fucking bread and butter would just be sitting there going, what if Mario jumped like this? And then it made him jump like that. And then he would clap and shit himself. Because he loves it. He loves shit being pooped out of a butt. That's Bob loves it. It's his favorite. Is getting to watch shit be pooped out of a butt. It's his favorite thing. He loves corporations shitting in his mouth. And then pretending he's some kind of fucking activist because he loves that Peach wears pants in this one. You know, I've hated Bob, you know, in a way for a long time, but when I watch this, it's just like, man, we are like in this spot in the whole fucking planet because of people like you. Because of people like you that want to act like you're turbo progressives, but you're actually just the ultimate stooge of every corporation who's easily and skillfully playing you like a fiddle, making you think that it was your idea, making you think that you know, every thought you had of changing the world or whatever was actually your idea. You know, that's a whole genre too, is like the big company essentially laughing at you while giving you exactly what you think you want. Like, a great example is Watch Dogs by Ubisoft. Watch Dogs 2 in particular, and I guess the third one, but 2 is like the one that's the least terrible of those three. And yeah, all three are basically, what if big companies were evil? And you got to be the cool hacktivist, super cool young person who takes them down from the inside. There's even troll faces in this one. And it's like, yeah, sell me the DLC, giant evil corporation, for your game about taking down giant corporations. I just love that we actually are all stupid enough to make this profitable for you. I just love that we actually are all stupid enough. That we have enough people who go like, yeah, that's a great message, and don't look at where it came from. And meanwhile, the boardroom of people that churn this shit out is just like, they bought another one! Oh my god! How many seasons of Mr. Robot are there now? Oh my god! Yeah, they think they're the good guys! It's crazy! They're all just clinking glasses of $1,000 fucking whiskey. And that's Bob. That's Bob and Nintendo and Illumination. That's their dynamic. It's a little different, you know, but it's their dynamic. It's him getting to feel like a big boy because he has big boy opinions. He gets to feel like a big boy because he has big boy opinions about Mario. There you go. I told you it would happen naturally. I told you it would come. But meanwhile, he actually is just like a complete slop consumer baby man who's just there to clap his hands like a seal because he sees Mario. And the corporations know that that's all they need to do. You know, back in the day, there was some pretense about, like, actually making a story. You know, back in the day, when they made the Mario movie in the 90s, they had to actually get, like, a writer for it. Because, like, they knew that at that time, people were not yet ready for literally just going to the theater and scanning product into brain. You know, but now we are. Thankfully, we now are just super open to that. So we'll go to the theater. We'll go to our special Minecraft movie showing that lets you throw shit at the attendants when the chicken jockey scene happens. You know, we'll buy the $50 Yoshi vomit bucket. And we won't ask questions. We will, in fact, have a whole army of people ready to just stand around going, well, it's for kids. Why do you have a problem with it? And that's beautiful. So that's the majority of the Movie Bob video. I ain't fucking watching more of that. I ain't watching more of Movie Bob. It ain't happening. Fucking it ain't goddamn happening. Now, believe it or not, but Mr. Wii also doesn't have a video about the Mario movie. He does not have a video. He doesn't even have, like, a short. Come on, stream, maybe? Nothing! He doesn't give a shit about the Mario Galaxy movie! He couldn't give less of a fuck about the Mario Galaxy movie! Mr. Wii over here! Mr. Wii! Wii, you know, like the system Mario Galaxy was on? Professor Pikachu! I'm not even gonna go to see that movie! He doesn't even give a shit. He doesn't even give a shit. God damn it. God damn it. I mean, I don't know. I guess at this point I just look up, like, Mario Galaxy movie review and just see, you know, what I get. Prioritize, oh man. Prioritize relevance or popularity. I can't sort by descending or whatever, so I can't have the least popular videos. That's the new thing when you search. Yeah, give me, like, from this week. Sure. Yeah, not Chris Stuckman. Not Critical Drinker. Not Cosmonaut. For God's sakes. It's just every big YouTuber making a fucking Mario Galaxy movie review. I guess we got this guy. Where is he? Is it down here? Oh, yeah. We can try watching some of this. I don't know if this will be good. I've heard this guy's name come up before. I don't think we've ever really watched much of his stuff because he's just... He just never really had anything that looked that interesting. But, you know, given the dearth of real Mario reviews, we're going to have to go with... we're going to have to go with Animat's Super Mario Galaxy movie review. Gateway to Fun or Space Junk?
Once upon a time, there was a brave and noble prince.
No, so shut the fuck up.
The big screen to go on their second adventure that will take them to galaxies far, far away. When Nintendo made the announcement during their Direct on
I don't know how much of this I can sit through, chat.
September of 2025 that the next movie will mainly be based on Super Mario Galaxy, I was surprised that they skipped several games ahead to go straight to the Wii game. I figured Galaxy would have been an idea they'd save for something like the fourth movie or later. But you won't hear me complain about that because Super Mario Galaxy is not just my favorite Mario game, but it's also one of my favorite video games ever.
You don't have to convince me of that. I believe you just based on your voice.
It reinvented...
You could be sitting here talking about, like, old muscle cars, and I would still be like, I bet this guy loves Mario Galaxy.
The classic 3D Mario formula to deliver innovative platforming that made it amazingly fun from
Yeah, it changed the formula from being good to being filled with stupid gimmick Wii motion control waggle levels. Man, Galaxy is just not as good as people want to pretend that it is. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's not, like, bad. But it is like you're looking at a great example of, oh, yeah, here's a whole cool level where you waggle the fucking ball around because, God forbid, we have a real level in this fucking game. No. It's ball waggle level now. It's fun times.
To end. Packaged with great graphics from the Wii, some of the most beautiful music put onto a video game, and the best of all...
Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this.
It honestly feels...
I think she could say no to you just fine, bud. She doesn't want to know what a 40-year-old white dude thinks of Rosalina.
It's like Illumination is making a dream concept come true by producing a film adaptation of one of my favorite games. But if I may take a moment to recap my thoughts on the first movie, I do acknowledge that it's not a great feature. Much like Illumination's other films, it's a lot more of a crowd pleaser more than to be a cinematic achievement that prioritizes fan service over having a compelling plot and complex characters. Then again, it's safe to say that it knows how to please the crowd well. And it still came...
Because the crowd is stupid and filled with troglodytes.
...out solid and a lot of fun to watch with...
That is like a great bet, though, as like a movie producer or whatever, is just like, I bet our audience is filled with fucking morons and children. How little effort can we put in? And they'll still love it. And, you know, a lot of the time they take that bet and they bet poorly. Because, you know, it turns out the 5 people who still care about The Mummy are not really interested in the Tom Cruise The Mummy movie or whatever, you know. But for Mario and Nintendo, it's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm sure all we gotta do is have Mario here. Fucking people are going to shit themselves. It's gonna be crazy. And
great
it's true.
Action-packed animation, tons of enjoyable Easter eggs, and a fantastic score. Not to mention giving Bowser a moment in the spotlight with his viral song.
I am going to kill myself. No.
Observatory to see more of this.
Do not want to hear that.
Nintendo World. Will the stars and planets align to make this a great feature? Or will this sequel leave me with Yoshi egg on my face? Let's find out. The story. As it is a movie,
This beautifully edited video, man.
Called the Super Mario Galaxy movie, one would expect that this would primarily be based on the Wii game. And at first, it seemed like it was going in that direction, where it starts off nice with Rosalina taking care of the Lumas, and then providing a taste of the action as she fights against the Megaleg. But after the title appeared, that galaxy aspect was mostly set aside so that it could be a straightforward sequel to the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Mostly following the same steps that its predecessor did, where Mario and the gang are on a rescue.
Yeah, I don't know. This video is like too dry. It's at once too stupid and too dry. I need somebody who's got like 5 subscribers. I need somebody who's got... Come on now. This is bullshit. Give me videos from today. God, YouTube really... I mean, it's the same... You know, it's all connected. That's the thing. It's all connected. When I complain about big evil companies and then it's like, let's find a good Mario Galaxy movie review from some, you know, funny small user or whatever, and then the whole page is just fucking like shill garbage and Red Arrow style thumbnails and IGN and fucking all these people that are like fucking checkmarked. Yeah, thanks YouTube. Thank you. Everything must fall down the same funnel of garbage. It doesn't matter if it's the Mario movie or YouTube itself or what. It all must funnel down the same tube into just, oh, here's a company I know. Let's click on their video. All right, well, Rob writes Gen X pop culture. We got another like old man here. Hi, Robert Wright.
Hey, welcome into Rob Wright's Gen X pop culture. Super Mario Brothers sequel, is it any good? Find out next on Rob Wright's Gen X Pop Culture.
Cool video, man. Cool.
Good movie.
You love Blade Runner. That's awesome. That's so awesome. What do you mean mic cut out? What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you full of shit, chat members?
Why we should support this movie?
He's literally talking
for Nintendo and for a franchise. How it's relatable to multi.
No, I didn't mute it. You fucking you stupid children. It's literally still playing. What are you talking about? It's not me. Love you, chat.
Generations. I'm going to tell you about all that.
Can you hear it now? I did literally nothing. Did that fix the problem?
Let me get in the movie and tell you a little bit about the movie, what I saw, what I liked from it.
It did not mute. Nothing about it muted. Holy fuck, you're lying.
Some of the things that I thought they should have cleaned up, and I'll give you my overall thoughts on the movie. So, first off, this is the second film in this franchise. I liked the first one. The first one was a lot of fun. It brought nostalgia back. While I wouldn't consider myself a gamer in a modern day sense, I did grow up, and many of us Gen Xers grew up with the arcades, then the at-home Nintendo Entertainment System.
Holy fuck, man. Get on with it.
Well, that's great because it shows...
You should be muted.
The connection with the generation. It connects with a mom and a son, and I'm sure there's probably a dad that did that for the son too, so it could have gone either mom or dad. With the son or daughter, but you have generations connecting, and with it.
Hey, little 5-year-old son. I also only like this thing because it's the thing I like already. I just don't know how it's connecting generations. That's nonsense. Yeah, you're gonna have parents forced to take their kid to this movie because their kid won't shut up about it. And they're gonna go there and they're just gonna be miserable because even if they know what Mario is, it's a terrible movie. I mean...
Not being woke, and with it having...
It's not woke?
Multiple layers and Easter eggs with the characters that both I...
I'm sorry, is it not woke? Hang on.
...had with the son or daughter. But you have generations connecting. And... with it not being woke and with it having...
I mean, it seems pretty woke to me, dude. It's got all the same actors that are in all the other woke movies. It's got fucking Brie Larson, for God's sakes. I think it's woke, man. Come on.
Multiple layers and Easter eggs with the characters that both I knew growing up and then these younger generations know growing up. There's a strong, good connection here. And let me tell you, that's the key for Nintendo. That's the key to making this successful, is if they stay on point without the Hollywood woke messaging, with sticking to their...
Bro, it's literally got a girl boss in the trailer. It's got 2 girl bosses in the trailer, and they look exactly the same, too. What the fuck do you mean it's not woke? Do you need to have Mario have, like, fucking wacky pronouns or whatever? Do we need to call Mario Maria for it to be woke? I think it's woke. I don't know.
Their bread and butter, their brand, and the storytelling within these awesome video games that we had growing up, coming after us, and that our kids are playing, if you do have kids, that's the
Vitiligo Goombas. Oh my god, chat member.
And keeping it true to that world.
When are they gonna let us have a Mario game with a Goomba vitiligo slider? Come on.
And
that's the only way it's a real video game, is if it has a vitiligo slider.
Type of thing is what makes this franchise a good franchise. Now, the other aspect that it has a leg up on is, okay, the problem with Star Wars is Kathleen Kennedy came in and basically said, well, we're not going to market to any of the 40 or 50-year-olds who've been part of the brand for decades.
Centuries.
We're just going to target this one group, and then we're going to change it to target even this one gender. And
well, yeah, that is a big part of why Star Wars is failing. What does that have to do with Mario?
Spent so much time trying to do that they tuned out all their fan base, and Star Wars is a fraction of what it used to be because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Other franchises like Star Trek did the same thing, where they tuned out their core base because they decided to focus on a small, unique niche rather than having something that appeals universally to all.
A hypothetical niche. The idea that there were just like a bunch of people sitting around who were like unactivated sleeper cells who, when they saw the Starfleet Academy poster, they were going to be like, you know, the codes have been downloaded, and now they're like, oh my god, I really actually did want like sci-fi Gossip Girl. That's what I've been wanting this whole time, my whole life. And it would be enough of a niche of like speculative people that maybe exist that it would be able to sustain that entire giant massive show that no one watched and no one cared about.
Nintendo's
very strange.
Nintendo is doing this and appealing to their entire base, whether you were an old school Nintendo fan or a new school Nintendo fan.
Somebody in chat says this guy only likes it because he resembles Lakitu. I don't see it, but I don't know if he's sitting on a cloud right now, so...
Or if you have kids that are new school Nintendo fans, that's what Nintendo is doing. And that's the right way to go about it.
Okay, but like they didn't decide to put a story in or anything. You know, I feel like you can still do... No one's problem with the movie is that it has wart. Like, no one is writing up a negative review of Mario Galaxy because Wart and Birdo are in it. Which, by the way, Birdo's in it. That makes it woke. But no one's problem with the movie is that it's got Ninja or whatever. The problem is that none of that stuff matters or has any real reason to be there, and none of it has any impact on anything. You know, and it's generic, and it feels like it was written by an AI. That's the problem.
That's what
the issue.
causes a franchise to be successful. That's what
Harry
creates
Thomas.
Strong interest from different age groups. It's something that parents can share with their kids, multi-generations can talk about. You have these characters that are good role models for kids that they learn about, to where
How are they good role models? They're not role models. They're just fucking clip art of Mario with Chris Pratt's voice.
oh, I don't have to look and learn all about this role model to talk to a kid about Mario, because I already know who Mario is from the games that I used to play, and the character stayed true to himself the whole way through. He's always been a plumber.
What?
He's always had a couple of these abilities. Now, over the years, he's gotten some new suits and some new abilities that we can talk about and we can relate to. And with the, advent of different ways to play the original games, some of the kids now are more familiar with the original games too. So there's connection there. You're connecting with your base. And that's what this movie and the
Okay, thank you, old man, for telling me about why this movie was financially successful. Everyone knows why the movie was financially successful. Why are you running interference for fucking Illumination? Yeah, no shit, the movies are gonna be financially successful. That's not really a great fucking selling point for me to go watch it, is it? Great review. Harry Thomas pictures. The Super Mario Galaxy movie review. There he is in his Luigi hat, yes.
We ain't afraid of no Koopas. Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi too. 1,000 Rainbow Road courses couldn't keep me from you. Rosalina, I love you.
Oh, shut up, you oversized reptiles. Why are you so obsessed with kidnapping and banging me and my sister? Gee, so what Bowser?
So, great American accent, Harry. First of all, are they sisters? I mean, I could believe it. They look exactly the same, but thank you for forcing me to experience a version of Peaches. Though, Harry, I don't appreciate that. That was a sarcastic thank you. I really did not want to have to hear that.
Junior, what would your mom say if she found out your dad was fucking cheating on her?
Listen, the Bowser Jr. mom situation is complicated, okay? I like how it's, like, virtually impossible to tell any of these characters apart. Maybe not any. I mean, this one's probably, like, Elsa, and then there's just, like, a fucking beaver. And then some lady, some other lady. We got Robert Downey Jr., Dr. Doom, Supergirl, and then a Lion King, and a Baby Yoda. And then there's Harry Thomas, who looks absolutely nothing. I love the way he gives everyone, like, super muscles. Like, himself. It doesn't matter who. Like, fucking Baby Yoda looks jacked down here. Even the beaver looks like it lifts. But he's given himself, like, I don't know, weirdly disproportional super muscles. All of his characters have it.
Galaxy movie, here we go! Directed by Aaron Horvath and Michael Gillette, and is
This movie had a director?
14th Illumination movie overall, as well as the 2026 sequel.
I'm sorry, what is this hat, too? What did you just draw on paper a Luigi hat and put that on? You can buy a Luigi hat, man.
To the 2023 Mammoth Hits animated movie event, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and yes, and is also the bigger Easter blockbuster for 2026. So,
do you think he does meth like clavicular? I don't know. He's kind of getting the face.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie tells the story continuing right where the Super Mario Brothers movie left off, where Bowser Jr., Bowser's tyrannical son, has kidnapped Peach's sister, Princess Rosalina, voiced by Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson, my Marvel crush, and of course...
never forget Harry Thomas is a gigantic male feminist who loves the Barbie movie because he loves women, and is very upset with Donald Trump for beating out Kalama Harris, who he can't pronounce the name of, but is very sad that she didn't win, because come on, guys, she's a woman and everything. So I just thought I'd point that out, that, like, the biggest possible male feminist. Yeah, I'm sure he's very happy Brie Larson is playing Rosalina. I'm sure he is.
Bowser
I'm sure he
Jr.
loves that.
Attempts to get his father back and restore the Bowser name by building a planet Bowser as his father always dreamed. And meanwhile, Mario is plucking up the courage to confess his true love for Peach, and along the way they meet the adorable Yoshi, and their mission to rescue Rosalina and bring her back to her...
There's a very interesting way that he talks, obviously, but just the way every word... I mean, I think I've described it before as it's like he's talking in calligraphy. It's like every word connects to the next. It's like a stream of consciousness review of Mario Galaxy movie, where every word is like just all part of the same giga word that makes up the review.
Children, the starlings, and yeah, when it comes to
the Lumas,
the Mario movies, I knew this was going to be the pattern. I knew this movie would get a low Rotten Tomatoes score inevitably, and yet audiences would call it peak and respectfully disagree. But going into the Mario movies, you have to accept they are not made for the critics or for the Oscars. They are made for the fans. And
I love how many people keep saying that as if to just say the fans are stupid. I'm sorry, I'm a fan of Mario games. This video's not made for the fans. It's made for stupid people who like Mario. Or children who like Mario. It's not made for the fans. The fans are not going to literally just like it because it says Mario on it, dude. That's like the worst type of fan. That's not a fan. That's literally just a brainless consumer droid that just lives to exhaust their money supply on new product. That's not a fan. Fans of things don't want their thing to have fans like that, because then what happens is you get like a Metroid Prime 4 situation, and you get fans who are like, well, I liked it because I like Metroid, and it's like, no, you shouldn't be accepting this. You should have standards. Please, God, people, have standards. But you just keep fucking hearing it. This like, oh, but it's not for the critics. It's for the fans. Because all of the fans are stupid enough to buy this shit, I guess. Like, it's a real scathing indictment of the series you probably like. Very, very strange that that's what they always come back to. I don't think they realize that that's an insult to themselves and people like them. But they should.
Especially for... the Mario fandom.
Of course I fucking bought Prime 4, because I wanted to see how it fucking was. I waited a long time for it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm okay with it. You know, I mean, that's always the classic thing, though, is like, well, you bought it, so that means you supported them. But then if I didn't like it and didn't buy it, then people would tell me, oh, well, you didn't even play it. How do you know it's bad? That's always the classic. There's no winning, really. Ultimately, I don't regret buying it. I just regret that it was made and I was able to buy it. But, like, yeah, you don't want people that just suck off Nintendo and go, yes, more of this. We definitely don't need more Prime 4, dude.
And as somebody in the Mario fandom. I am very clearly the
believe you.
target audience for this movie, and
Yeah, that's because you're in the Mario fandom and no other reason. Certainly no other reason that you would be the target audience for this movie.
and I personally absolutely loved the Super Mario Brothers movie 3 years ago. I think it is better than all 3 Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
Of course you fucking did, you shill.
He's combined, and unlike last
There wasn't enough woman representation in the Sonic movies. I mean, come on now, how could he like them?
year's
How could he
Until
like
Dawn,
them?
which was a dumpster fire. At least the Mario movies are not trying to, change the source material.
The fuck is that noise? I think there's a bomb happening. There's like an air raid happening, everybody. If the stream cuts out, you know why.
They fully respect and care about the fans that they are catering to. If you want a Mario extravaganza, that's exactly.
Hang on, are they stealing my car? Let me go track this down. That car, goddammit, it's not worth anything. Alright, they stopped stealing my car when they heard me coming. You don't get a lot of Ford Pintos in 2026, so I mean, I can see why somebody might want that.
Exactly what these movies give you, with way more heart than most Illumination movies. The Mario movies are clearly the magnum opus of Illumination because...
Holy fuck, how embarrassing.
Let's face it, this is clearly gonna be the best Illumination movie this year, like, who gives a fuck about Minions 3? And as for my...
The Mightypups fanboy does. Why wouldn't you give a fuck about Minions? If you don't care about Minions, then you don't like this movie. Because, like, the only reason you would... I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just funny, like, if you made this exact same movie, but just put other characters in it, same fully identical plot and, like, general structure. If you made it original, no one would fucking give a shit. No one would care. This guy wouldn't care. Nobody who claims they like it would care. The only reason they like it is because Yoshi is there, or whatever. That's literally the only reason. And so when he's like, oh, who even cares about the Minions 3? Like, you should. You should. If you think this movie is any good, then you should care about Minions 3, because it's the same movie. Probably. But just with, like, different characters in it. You should love Minions.
Thoughts on the Super Mario Galaxy movie? It's trash. I'm with the critics. April Fools! I so got you there. This movie was an entire galaxy of awesome.
So it wasn't an anal raping, this one? Okay. Was it like a mouth raping? Was it like consensual, non-rape, like mouth sex, but like really hard though? Like what? How are we just describing the Mario Galaxy movie, Harry Thomas? It wasn't an anal raping. Was it like consensual missionary sex for the sole purpose of procreation? Because I mean, that's pretty horrifying. With the lights on, even.
Freaking loved it and had a ball with this movie. This is...
Yeah, he loved it. He just April Fool's us by pretending he didn't like it. Like you would ever believe that this fucking guy didn't like this movie.
Just as super awesome as the Mario Brothers movie. I can't pick which I like better. And as an Illumination film, it is far superior to shitty Despicable Me 4. I am struggling to find a single flaw that I had with this
struggling, huh?
Film, other than the soundtrack being a downgrade from the phenomenal...
Didn't have any Take On Me in this one, huh?
Soundtrack of the first movie. There's no Peaches song in this one. Bowser...
Oh, downgrade.
I didn't get a musical number.
I think I'm genuinely learning to hate, like, more than I did before. And I had a lot of hate in my heart before, but, like, this stream is really making me hate people more than ever, I think. It's... I don't know. I
can understand at the same time, because how could Jack Black possibly top Peaches? That is an incredibly hard act to follow, but still, the Mario Galaxy movie, this is the Star Wars of Mario.
Yeah, my cortisol levels are rising. I'm spiking. I feel like I just had cheese on a burger, people. This is getting fucking crazy.
It feels like a bigger movie than its predecessor, as with its galaxy exploring and characters flying around through space, and even a Star Wars-like space battle takes place in the middle acts of the movie. And I mean, it is like the Mario Brothers movie, never ever boring, and you know, I mean, so parents will never be checking their watch with this film. Like the kid.
I have a feeling the parents are possibly a little differently inclined than you are, Harry Thomas. I'm glad that you had a great time. I'm glad that in between repeatedly sending fan mail to Kamala Harris, like it's supposed to go to Kamala Harris, the presidential nominee, but he keeps getting her name wrong, so it just goes to some lady from San Diego. But you know, in between doing that, you know, you got to see this movie. I'm sure it was a great time for you. Let's not assume that all the parents that are forced to go see this are going to have such a great time, man. I don't know.
The parents will also be, you know, just blown away and completely absorbed in this Mario Galaxy world.
Are the parents also slow in the minds? That's right, chat member. Maybe they are.
And
Maybe
will be completely, you know, freaking out over all infinite Mario Easter eggs and callbacks to the...
Every one of these reviews is the same fucking thing. It is literally always just, there's things I know. It literally is that. Like, it's overused a little bit. The at this point, now a little bit old Red Letter Media clip of I know what that is. But, like, that is... the only reason it gets overused is because people like this are actually like that. People like this are genuinely just like that. They will watch the thing because they know what it is. They will clap and laugh and call it good because it has the thing that they know in it. How did we fucking get to this point? What happened to us? What happened to our society? That we got to the point where this was allowed? When? When did it happen? What epoch occurred? What, like, I don't know, watershed cultural moment must have happened for us to get to the point where this was fine? When did that happen? I guess it literally was Star Wars. It literally just was Star Wars. And now we're at this point where it's, I know what that is, oh my god, it was great because Easter eggs. And the best review you can get of this is like Movie Bob. How embarrassing is that? The best thing you can get is Movie Bob going, well, you know, it doesn't have a story or any kind of writing, but I just loved it. 10 out of 10. Birdo was there. Or the other fucking guy being like, well, it doesn't follow the woke agenda, so therefore it's going to be a financial hit for Q1 2026. It's going to be a big hit. And now it's this guy just, you know, that there's references I know. I'm sickened. I am sickened.
Games in this movie. I mean, yeah, if you're a Mario fan, this movie is like heaven tied up with the prettiest bow. I also think this movie did...
Heaven tied up with the prettiest bow. Holy fuck.
Deserves the character development a little stronger than the first, as Mario and Luigi were parted for most of the first movie. But in this,
there's character development in this one. That's crazy.
This one,
maybe the next one might even have a theme.
So many more scenes together.
How many Mario movies do we need to get through before they piece together enough parts of like an actual plot that we can super cut them all down into one like hour and a half feature where like there's a real story? And you know, I mean, like, how many of these do we need to do before we can manage to make that happen? I bet it's possible.
So their brother Bonder gets to shine a little more. Mario confessing his feelings for Peach, that was really sweet, even though Mario and Peach don't have as many scenes together in this one, though they do get to be a powerhouse couple in the final battle, which I loved. And even Peach, she is a even deeper character in this one, because in the first Mario movie...
Well, I mean, but that's the interesting thing. Someone in chat's like, well, they're just going to do spin-offs next. They're going to do a Star Fox movie. I'm sorry, Mario's got the cultural impact to facilitate a movie where nothing happens being this popular. I don't believe Star Fox does. There are very few other Nintendo franchises that do. I mean, Zelda, maybe. Zelda would be even worse, because those games kind of have a story. At the very least, some of them have a pretty good story. And even at a baseline, it's like there's more of a framework to build a story on than Mario has, really. Very similar, but like I think just the fact that it's sort of a fantasy epic at its core. You know, even if you're not directly just stealing the plot of Ocarina or whatever, like you can, I think anybody who's a talented writer would be able to pretty well put together some kind of plot for a Zelda movie if they were given that task. So the fact that the Zelda movie is going to also be boring and terrible and have nothing happen, I mean, like, it can probably sustain that. But when they get to Star Fox, they're going to have to make that be a real movie. Right? There's no way. The asses aren't showing up in the seats just for Star Fox. It's not going to happen. Maybe there's enough of them that'll also come to the Mario Galaxy movie because Star Fox is there and they know what that is. But there's not enough people to, like, make your money back on that movie with Star Fox unless there's actually, like, a plot. And that's what they're gonna find if they try to do a Metroid movie. Like, I'm sorry, there's gonna need to be, like, a real movie happening, because it doesn't have the fucking leeway that Mario has. Of just, like, frog suit, give me your money! Fire flower, I know what that is, here's my money! They aren't gonna be able to do that with Star Fox. If they try, that will be a big failure. Which maybe they deserve. So maybe they should, actually. I hope that happens. I hope it happens.
She was the badass, princess and ruler and protector of the Mushroom Kingdom. But here, we find out more about her origins, especially her bond with her long-lost sister, Rosalina. Yes, spoiler alert, Rosalina and Peach are biologically related, and that was the heart of the movie. If a big ass prick reptile kidnapped my sister, oh boy, it would be their funeral. That they would regret it. So
I really want Harry Thomas to star in an action movie. I want a Lester the Unlikely adaptation starring Harry Thomas. And he needs to overcome his fears and being a giant beta bitch blanket. So that he can save the girl and beat the dickhead reptile or whatever. I just need to see him, like, in an action movie. I need to see John Wick, but it's with this guy. Can the AI do that yet? I know we've got, like, Goy Fiction now with, like, Charlie Kirk instead of John Travolta, Pulp Fiction. But can we get John Wick with Harry Thomas? I'm desperate. I'm desperate for this. That's a real movie.
I felt
John
Peach
Prick.
Rosalina in this movie. She is the goddess of Mario. Brie Larson. She knocks it out of the freaking park. She's the best part of the movie. Yes, Rosalina is not in the movie as much as I wanted. That's one nitpick. I do wish she had more screen time, because most of the movie she is captured on Planet Bowser, but in the opening she does get one epic fight with Bowser Jr. while defending her world and
Brie Larson, the goddess,
and her children, and how she wields her wand to make stars.
It's amazing Brie Larson still gets work in movies when she's been in like a string of nothing but failures for like the last 10 years or something. I guess technically she was in Endgame and that was like popular, but then they gave her her own movies and they did not work out very well, and you know, every other thing she's in, it's just, yeah. They used to like shit can actors if they were in a big enough flop, but now it's like, no, just get them out there to talk about how much they hate ice at some award show and they'll be in the next Marvel. It's fine. It's fine. Have we heard from Pedro Pascal this month about what a good man he is and not like those other guys? It's fine. It's fine that everything such and such actor is in is like a giant failure that no one likes. It's fine. Just get her in another one. Get her to be in 5 more.
So it's so freaking cool. Like even if she doesn't always win a fight, she will never.
Someone says she milked her Scott Pilgrim fame well, and someone else says she milked a lot of things for fame. Yeah, well, yeah. Probably.
Let anything happen to her children and will always stand her ground. And I thought, yeah, her children, the Starlights, I'm sorry if I got their name wrong, they were Cutie Pies. Bowser Jr.
Why does he keep calling the Lumas like fucking starlings or whatever? What is wrong with them? I'm sorry, like I haven't even fucking seen this movie. I know what they're called.
Fabulous antagonist for this film. I mean, yeah, he's not as physically imposing as his father, but don't underestimate him because of size. But he's even more technically advanced than his father, and successfully built the planet Bowser that's they dreamed of. And the scenes between him and Bowser bonding were some of the most entertaining in the film. My favourite being the flashback when Bowser is telling Bowser Jr. the bedtime story for a puppet show. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jack Black improvised a lot of Bowser's comedy once.
Oh boy, you're really convincing me to go watch it. Guys, you gotta go see it. Jack Black is in it. No, I'm good. I'm good. Remember when people liked Jack Black? It was like a few years ago people liked Jack Black, and now like the tides changed real quick with Jack Black. Now, I've never become so annoyed by an actor so quickly. I feel like I didn't care about Jack Black a couple years ago. And now it's like, oh my god, oh no, it's another movie where he does his fucking his one bit that he has that he does in every fucking movie. Always, all the time. He's like if Adam Sandler had no depth. Like, Adam Sandler can be in Uncut Gems. I just don't know if Jack Black can be in Uncut Gems. I don't know if Jack Black has, like, real acting talent besides skadoosh. I don't know if he does.
Again, and, yeah, Jack Black, once again, freaking nails it as Bowser, and Bowser is not shrunken for a lot of the movie. He is restored to his normal size for the entire second half, and seeing dry Bowser in the climax when Bowser comes out of the lava all bony, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah, it's
just so depressing. It's like I just came to the realization, like, yeah, you know, if this movie had been a real movie that had, like, an actual reason to exist, and they still managed to land on the dry Bowser thing at the end, yeah, you know, that'd be cute. It would be like, oh, yeah, I know what happens when Bowser goes in the lava, and there he is! And it would be like a fun enough little moment as someone who played the games to know that that's like a little twist they do in the movie or something, and there's like a real plot happening and everything. I feel like he would like it less if it had more going on. I feel like that's the case for all of these people. Like if the movie had more like plot and writing to distract from being a bunch of things, you know. I don't know. And I mean, like, it's interesting because as much as I detest something like this, I have to realize, like, I don't know, if this is popular, there must be some kind of merits to that sort of thing, right? Where they put out a movie and it is just an excuse for you to see what the visual effects team interpreted this thing as. You know? Like, that's not really historically what a movie has ever been. Exactly, but like now, that's what a lot of movies are now. That's especially like any kind of like kids movie thing like this is gonna be like that. I mean, the Minecraft movie is one of the worst examples I've ever seen of a movie that's just essentially just Jack Black being like, "Here's this thing, bros, and now look at this cool thing, my epic bros. Don't you know this one from the games?" And that's like that entire movie. It's the most tour guidey movie I've ever fucking seen. And the Mario Brothers movie, the original one, was not, again, not the good original, the new original. That one was not as bad as the Minecraft movie as far as that goes, but like that is still what's going on. And I don't know, I guess I'm just over here like, what direction does this go in? Like, what these movies exist for is just to be a thing you look at. There doesn't need to be a plot. You don't need any of that. It exists in its own, like, ecosystem of Screen Rant articles going 20 things you missed in the Mario Galaxy movie. That's why this movie exists. It's not even really for people to watch it. It's just to exist so people can then be watching a Watch Mojo video that points out that there was a Samus ship in the background or something. You know? It's not really to even, like, exist as a feature film. It just exists in the zeitgeist of things to talk about for a couple days until, like, Trump sits on a whoopee cushion and that becomes the new hot talking point or something. So I mean, like, I guess I wonder if these movies are going to get more blatant as that goes. There's just going to be like barely any dialogue. It's just literally like we're pretty close to there literally just being a movie where it's 2 hours of Mario jumping on Goombas. We're like reasonably close to that, and the bare minimum efforts to make the movies not be that is kind of like, I don't even know what the point of that is. None of these people care. Like, Harry Thomas doesn't give a shit about Peach and Rosalina's relationship. He doesn't give a shit. Maybe that's something he can comment on after the fact, because they bothered to put that in. But he would be just as happy if it was literally just like a 2-hour visual tech demo of Bowser roaring and breathing fire and Yoshi spitting his tongue out and yada yada yada. Like, I think he would have been just as happy with that. So, at a certain point, do we even have plots in these movies? Or do we legitimately just put out, like, I don't know what it would be, like a fucking Pong movie, whatever, you know, that where it's like, it's just epically shot footage of the video game. And there's just not even, like, any attempt at plot. Maybe the most basic... I mean, I guess that's what they're already at, though, with these. I don't know. It is... I guess I'm just interested, because at a baseline, Mario games do have plot. Ah, fuck. They do have plot. They have stuff going on. It's just not very, like, deep or interesting, like, stuff to talk about. You know, it's Bowser kidnapped Peach. That's the plot, you know, for the most part. And so, like, I mean, you know, if you were to completely 100% accurately adapt, say, like, Mario 64 to the big screen, I mean, that would literally just be like a guided tour of the game, I guess, wouldn't it? and there would every now and then be a little bit of dialogue as a toad talks to you. That's basically what these movies are. So, I mean, I guess as far as that goes, I mean, that's pretty good adaptation, I guess, actually. I just don't know that that's what anybody's, like, expecting, you know? Because, I mean, you could pretty easily do that with, I don't know, any sort of thing. The fucking Halo TV show, you know, you could have just made it be, you know, a full season of first-person Master Chief shooting aliens, but the visuals are really good and there's real actors. You know, you could have made it that. But instead, look at what we got with the Halo show. That was so good! No, I can't even pretend the Halo show was good. I guess it's just interesting from, like, an adaptation perspective, because sometimes you will have something that's not got the most story. And I think that's another example of why the Sonic movies are better than these Mario movies are, because, I mean, like, you know, I don't know. Say what you will about the fucking human characters or whatever, the dance numbers, shit like that. I mean, that's kind of annoying in those movies, but, I don't know, there is, like, more of a heart to it. There's more of an attempt to follow the actual plot of the games while doing so in a theatrical, like, cinematic way. It's not, I don't know, like, you know, say what you will in, like, the Sonic 2 movie. There's brief moments where it's like, oh, this is basically, they're in Labyrinth Zone from the first game. Oh, this is kind of like Ice Cap Zone from the third game, an adventure. But they aren't just so blatantly like, this is this segment now. It's instead just like, here's a snowy mountain area that you can kind of in your brain pretend is Ice Cap from Sonic 3, even though it is likely just a random snowy mountain area. And, you know, they string it together so that it makes a little bit more sense. I guess it also helps that those games have characters that talk a bit more. I mean, Sonic Movie 3 was like the best of the best when it comes to this type of thing. Because, I mean, yeah, is it a kid's movie? Sure. Does it care about the plot of the original enough to, like, deliver it in a way that makes sense in the movie? Yes. Is it so close of an adaptation that it just fucking beats you over the head with, like, Rouge and, you know, all these other characters that you've never fucking heard of, and Amy is there and everything? No, I mean, it plays it pretty straight and basic. You know, it's kind of drip-feeding new shit to you one movie at a time or whatever. It's like, that movie, the new big thing is Shadow. Alright, and Gun, I guess, a little bit. Gun robots or whatever. And it's SA2, but it's like SA2, and I don't think it replaces Sonic Adventure 2. I mean, there's so many moments in the original, like, storyline of that where, I don't know, I mean, like, you know, say what you will about it's a hedgehog game for children, but, you know, they tried. They really tried. They could have, I think that's the greatest example of something like that, though. Even just the game itself is, like, people have often made the comparison with that, where they're like, why is this Sonic game, like, so edgy and serious? Why does Shadow sacrifice himself at the end? Why is there a child getting murdered in the plot? It's because, you know, because someone gave a shit to pretend that it wasn't just Sonic jump on the guy for 3 hours or whatever, you know? Because someone had the ambition to be like, what if we made this into something interesting and not just exactly what you think it is? And when you get exactly what you think it is, you get, like, Lost World and Sonic Colors. You get a bunch of garbage where there's, like, it's just, like, completely unmemorable outside of, like, visuals and maybe some music or whatever, you know. And the Mario movie is an example of that. Like, yeah, I guess you could have done what they did and just put out this shit and just, it's fine. Like, and it's, no one's gonna complain that much, really. It's gonna make its money back, you know, and the people like Harry Thomas who want to see it are gonna see it, and they're gonna love it. But, like, I don't know, you could have had one person involved who aspired to be something greater, and instead of doing that, you You got this. You got this movie, which I think we're good on now. I've been ranting for a bit. I'm sure Harry Thomas has more funny things to say, but I think that's fine. We're gonna round it down. Thank you for stopping by the stream, everybody. I'll try to get a new stream happening sometime fairly soon. Last one was fucking 19 days ago, apparently. So, you know, hopefully we'll get one happening a little sooner than that this time. But thank you everybody for stopping by. My thoughts on the Mario movie has now concluded. We got to see some users give their thoughts. Most of them have the same thoughts. But unfortunately, a lot of the big Mario adults that we hold dear, they don't even give a shit about this fucking thing. I mean, from old friends to new friends, Dead Six didn't have anything about it. Mr. Wii didn't talk about it. One Up Films didn't fucking talk about it. Bunch of people, even Liam Keane, who technically talked about it, he didn't really have anything to fucking say, did he? Maybe the reason he didn't have anything to say is because it's the Mario movie, but you know, still. We'll pop on some Death Stranding music. Some Death Stranding 2 music. That'll be good. I still need to finish it. I did the thing I always do where I got like most of the way done with Death Stranding 2, and then I just kind of stopped playing it. I'll probably finish it. I gotta go track down Visual K guitar bad boy. Except now I have his guitar, so he's in for a rude awakening. $5 from Stormbreaker. Users have risen indeed. Oh yes, it's the ultimate rise of the users today. Bungie Gummy has become a member. Thank you. Welcome. $20 from Noir Dev. Hey Claw, thanks for the entertainment during my long work days throughout the years. Enjoy the monies. Thank you, I do like the monies, I appreciate it. I hope this stream was fun for you. Thank you very much. $5 from Flatworm Steve. Hello Claw, happy Easter, happy spring, and happy April! Sucks that Mightypups claimed your video. Why can't we have nice things? I mean, it's fine now. You know... admittedly, it was kind of a pain in the ass while it was happening, but it's fine now. $5 from that one octopus. Can't catch the stream, but did you know that Tamir's been posting again? It's nearly every day now. Might be worth checking out. Maybe sometime in the future we'll look at more Tamir. I think he's lost weight or something, hasn't he? Sometimes people post him on the server, and you know. It's like a little check-in, like, oh, I'm not gonna bother watching a Tamir video, but, you know, it's fine. It's good to know what he's up to a little bit. 32 months membership from Liquid Dinosaur. I'm calling you out with a challenge I know you can't complete, Bearman. Watch Movie of Trey by Feces Studios and try not to sewer slide in Minecraft. Well, okay. That video is like over an hour long. I don't think I can complete that because I highly doubt it'll be interesting for that long, but I saw you talking about it. I can look into it. You can't say that I didn't complete the challenge just because I turned off the video, though. I mean, like, I'm running a stream here. I'm not gonna just sit there watching some boring shit that no one cares about that I don't care about. If it's really good and interesting, then that's great. Then that's a challenge I'm rising to. But I mean, like, you know, if it's gonna bore everyone, I just don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see. Feces Studios, we'll see. 28 months membership from Bungie Gummy. I guess he signed up and then he separately is... I don't know how that works, but alright. I saw your name before, but I guess you've been a member for 28 months. Alright. It's always so appreciated the days you stream. Thanks for the user adventures on this Easter day. It's like, you know, the users are like the Jesus Christ of our time. You know, and what better day for a good old user stream than Easter Sunday itself. 28 months membership from R. Sao Tome. Happy Easter. Out with the husband. I'll join stream later. Well, I hope you enjoyed your outing and maybe eventually got around to seeing the stream. Thank you. 23 months membership from Godforsaken Cryptid. Yo, the Mightypups fanboy situation is crazy! It certainly is. It's going absolutely ham, as they say. Not anymore. It's kind of, it's calmed down now, but yeah, there was some business. There was certainly some business. Let's see here. $10 from Dutch Vanderlind Faith, and it just says, "Plan! The plan, Arthur!" Thank you. Thank you, Dutch. Appreciate it. 3 months membership from Pickin' Evil. Probably saying that wrong. Hi, Claw. Glad to be part of the $20 Patreon membership. I upgraded. Really love your content, by the way. I suggested something on your Discord if you wanna. I'll look into it. I might need to do it on another stream, you know. But thank you for upgrading. I know the name with the 3 A's. I believe he goes by a Reaver Zappy in chat. He or they or she or whatever. But that person upgraded to $200. And they sent me a message that I hadn't responded to yet. Unfortunately, if you're here, no, it doesn't appear that there's any way for me to make that body cams and comedy stream viewable. That's like worldwide blocked. The individual body cam part, maybe I could do something with that. But yeah, that's worldwide blocked for the comedy, I'm pretty sure. And so if you want to watch the comedy part of that, unfortunately you just missed it. I don't know what to tell you. If I was able to cut it down to a point where they didn't copyright strike me for it or whatever, claim me, whatever, copyright block me, so you can't see the video worldwide, then you would probably not even be, you know, I'd have to cut out every clip of the comedy specials. And that's no good. That's no way to live. So it's very unfortunate. You know, it's always a sadness when that happens. When you got these streams where it's like, I really like those ones that I did years ago with Black Brains, the Canadian nostalgia streams. Those fucking things got hammered by copyright. Because God forbid anybody see a clip of fucking Monster by mistake 20 years after anybody watched Monster by mistake. God forbid. They might be enjoying our property. Fucking nonsense. $2.79 from Niui. Diabetes. I agree. $5 from Dapper. Dude cries over Blue's Clues thing. Called Warning. This video will make you cry in tears. By Chris Stepp. Well, I think I saw that video. Didn't watch it, but I saw someone post it couple days ago. That one probably would be a good one to look into. Thank you for the suggestion. $2 from Stormbreaker. That Paw Patrol plushie is a hazmat. Probably by this point, yeah. $5 from Ralph Ryder. Yay! I can't wait to consume new Mario product and copyright claim anyone who makes fun of me in any way. Yeah! Listen, dude, it's because I called his girlfriend a lizard. I can't be saying shit like that on the internet. Gonna get my shit slapped by copyright. Because that's the way that works. $5 from Nameless. Is he gonna force another kiss on some unsuspecting woman? I mean, it happened with Inside Out, too. I mean, I think that lady was a little bit suspecting. They did go together. However, I mean, like, she still seemed very uncomfortable, and it did seem like he pretty much forced her to do it. So, I mean, you know, I wouldn't personally make out with a lizard in a movie theater, but that's just me. $5 from Tungsten. The fact that Rosalina didn't get much screen time in a movie titled The Super Mario Galaxy Movie says everything I need to know about it. Well, yeah, I mean, what's funny about that is that, like, you know, I spent so much time in the stream being like, you know, they didn't bother to write any story for it. It's just kind of a series of stupid nonsense, like visual gags and, I don't know, like set pieces, I guess, from the games. But the thing is like Mario Galaxy's story, while like the plot generally is not that good or interesting, really, the stuff with Rosalina and the Lumas that you read in her little book or whatever, that's pretty alright. You could have made like a majority of a movie just from that story. And then have like Mario jumping or whatever. And I don't know, I think you easily could have made something like that work. I think it's possible. It's just sad that they, you know, they decided they hedged their bets and they bet correctly. You know, that it's, hey, we don't really need to even try. They're gonna love it anyway, and they were right. You know, they were right. $2 from Chopstick Girl. Hi, Dork. My kitty Wheeze says hi. Little wheezy fella. Hello. $2 from Account Deleted. Users like him and Husker the Wolf amuse me. Is that related to Husker Du? I don't know about Husker the Wolf. Maybe I do. Sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know him that well, at least. $5 from Death Metal Pokemon. The last time I was so excited for this guy was something... The last time I was as excited as this guy for something was when Resident Evil 2 Remake. You know, yeah. I don't know if I don't know what the last thing I was, like, so excited for that I was, like, pogging and jumping out of my seat. I gotta be real. Closest thing might be the One Piece live action, which, by the way, I don't know if I talked about it on stream at all, but very good. You know, Season 2 of One Piece turned out very, very well. The worst part of that whole live action is Chopper's face in heavy point form. It's pretty lousy, but everything else, I mean, even just the rest of the heavy point form looks great. And yeah, you know, Wapol was done really well. I don't know. I was pretty excited for that. So it's not like I don't ever get excited for things anymore. It's more just like, you know, the jumping and pogging for the Paw Patrol movie is detestable. It's just detestable. 21 months membership from Skurband. Called this the bullied stream the way Mightypups has treated you. Yeah. I've been bullied by Mightypups fan. Boy, you know, I don't think I want to say that too loud, actually. I don't want other people to know that I've been bullied by someone named Mightypups fanboy. I think that's the most depressing and embarrassing thing in my life. That's great. $5 from Tech XX. If we were having a good Easter, I don't think we'd be here. No, I mean, that's true. That's true. I don't think anybody would be here watching Mightypups fanboy with me if Easter was going great for everyone. $2 from Sweet Maddie G. Is the Yoshi bucket as good as the Dune bucket? I don't know. I'm partial to my Titanic bucket. Thank you. You know, I don't know. I find it very fascinating that there's a $50 Yoshi vomit bucket out there. I mean, I guess technically it's a popcorn bucket, but yeah, it's no surprise I'm dooming after this stream. AFXHM has become a member and just says, this user is also the Paw Patrol basher. Yeah, he's bashing his fucking fist into his junk every night with his chase plushies. I'd call him the Paw Patrol basher. The Paw Patrol fapper. $5 from the one-man army lol. The way I see it, if you enjoyed the Mario movies, you enjoy them. If you make a big deal about it like it's the Ark of the Covenant, you might be dumb. No, you're dumb if you like those movies. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care. I am fully out of the just let people enjoy things era of the internet. No, don't let them enjoy things. Do not let them enjoy things. Let people criticize things. Let people not enjoy things. I think that's also fine. $10 from Death Metal Pokemon. I'm kind of like Mightypups, but instead of Mario and Paw Patrol, it's boomer shooters and progressive rock / metal. Well, okay, but like, I just don't know. I mean, I guess when I saw the recent video from Arian Lucasen, where he shows off a little bit more of the upcoming live show DVD that's coming out. You know, the show already happened, but you know, the footage of it, and I got to see that they're doing The First Man on Earth and oh god, what was the other one? What was the other one? One of the songs from the first album, I don't remember, but that was like almost jump up and pog at the screen, you know, mood for me. So I'll give you that. I guess for certain things, anyone could be a Mightypups fanboy. Anyone could be, but I would also say it depends on what you're Mightypups fanboying about. Like, if it is literally Paw Patrol, I just think that maybe some solution needs to be put in place for some people. That's all I'm saying. Don't critically analyze this. But yeah, I mean, if you're like really excited for, I don't know, yeah, a new album or something from a band you like, something like that, that's less embarrassing. But also, if you are, like, physically pogging and pointing, then, I mean, that's kind of embarrassing no matter what. So, $5 from Flatworm Steve. Seeing a grown man react to Paw Patrol like I did during the Kirby Air Riders reveal, it makes me feel slightly less ashamed in comparison. I think what it is, too, is, like, Paw Patrol is new. It's relatively new. Kirby Air Riders is a sequel to a game from like 25 years ago or something, you know? 22, however many years ago. So if you grew up with that, it makes sense you'd probably be a bit excited for a new one, you know? At least, you know, I can see that being the situation. But I don't know, when it is something like Paw Patrol, it's like you don't even have... Like, Mightypups fanboy didn't even grow up with Paw Patrol. He's just, like, weirdly attached to it as an adult in spite of that. It would be like if I got really inexplicably into fucking Bluey. You know? It's like if at least the users who are really into Barney and Blue's Clues, it's like, alright, you never grew up and this is your thing from when you were a kid. That's at least a little more understandable than the people who are just, yeah, like Mightypups guy, just completely enamored with a thing that's, like, not even nostalgic for them. But, I don't know. I don't claim to understand it. I just claim to fucking see it all the time. 5 CHF from Super Mario Hack. Of course you decided to wait to make another stream until I've gotten sick and I'm not supposed to stay up this late. Well, you know, you can wait to watch the stream until you're able to stay up for it. I don't know. Do what you gotta do, man. $5 from Bayoiko. All users are autistic, but some users are more autistic than others. Yes. Beautiful words. Beautiful way to put it. Thank you. Watch Animal Farm in theaters. $10 from the Numbskulls. Been way too long since I caught a stream live. Cheers to you, Claw. Also, fun fact, the reason why our friend here let go of his claims was because his friends started to cut ties with him. I know, they were going to cut ties with User. It was crazy. He did get rid of the original stream, where he, you know, was being grilled by his friends, and I didn't watch it, but I did skim through the transcript for a little bit, and yeah, it seemed like they were pretty upset with him. And that thing that we watched that was like him addressing it was not the same footage, I'm pretty sure, because it was mostly just him talking for all of it. But it was, yeah, that seems to be the reason. It didn't even have anything to do with, like, the threat of his entire channel being fucking nuked because he's, like, misappropriating the copyright system or whatever. It just had to do with his friends cutting ties with user. Very sad. $5 from Tech XX. Is the theater he's in empty, or are there a bunch of pissed off families around him? Well, it was the midnight release, as someone pointed out. Maybe they put out Mario movie on a midnight, you know, a midnight release, just so that guys like him can go see it, and then not be there to interfere with the families taking their kids to see it the next day, you know? And that makes sense. $2 from Kaijin 2003. Alright, Claw. Goths or Latinas? Well, I mean, I don't know, I guess goths. They don't usually evolve to look like Blastoise. As that one meme pointed out, you know. What was it? It's like a young Latina looks like Mewtwo and grows up to look like Blastoise. Yeah. I don't know, I found that one pretty good. Someone put that on the server a little while ago. £5 from Tapeworm. This slop enjoyer is not a man, just a consumer wrapped in the facsimile of a person. Mindlessly, he claps like a trained seal at generic corpo sludge. Yes, exactly. That's the whole stream. And some of them do it a little less mindlessly. Some of them are aware enough that they shouldn't be enjoying this type of thing, that they're like Movie Bob, they have to kind of jump through hoops themselves to be able to, like, make sense of it to them. But, you know, they are all consumer seals. It's true. $20 from Pickin' Evil. Pickin'? I don't know how I'm supposed to say it. I'm sorry. Hiya, Claw. Just upgraded my Patreon membership to $20. I've been loving your videos since the Super Origami Kingdom. Didn't you just message almost the same thing? I guess it was different before. Well, thank you, anyways. I just suggested something in your Discord server for future streams, if you want to check it out later. You know what? I got a bit of a hint of what it might be, and I swear to God, if you're doing it too, I'm gonna be so upset. But I'll take a look. Thank you very much. Sloppenheimer25 has become a member. Thank you. $5 from Death Metal Pokemon. Like Mitchell, Mightypups needs his childhood memories. I can just so perfectly hear that guy's voice saying Mitchell. Mitchell, what did you do? What was his name? Colors 358 or whatever. The one who crossed paths with SSG. In the first SSG video, he brings up Colors 358, who is the guy who has the Mitchell series. You know? So if you remember the Mitchell Go Animate videos, I don't know, I find that interesting. That guy's like a fairly memorable guy just on his own. Numbskulls has become a member. Thank you, Numbskulls. That's the new name of the membership. Welcome to the Numbskulls tier. $5 from Secondary. I never seen anybody get this excited for anything till I seen this guy or any other user obsessed with slop media. Yeah, they love it. They clap their hands for it. They will jump out of their seat for it. They will scratch their mother for a chance to get to see the Mario 3 movie slightly before their friend. You know, they will, it's like breathing to them. $5 from Lizzie Husky. If he went to my theater, I would tell him to shut up. I don't care what he has. Well, thank you. That's admirable. $10 from Ginart. Lizard! With a bunch of lizard emojis. Thank you. $5 from Death Metal Pokemon. That's insensitive. She's an Argonian. No, she's a ghoul from Fallout. It's true. I just don't think that's nicer. I don't think that's particularly nicer. Let me see. $2 from Godforsaken Cryptid. Pretty weird for him to be in a call with children. Yeah, I would say so. That person that I was told to ban earlier super chatted me. $5 from Jesse, the Ultimate Vigilante. DeadwingDork. Those are the bastards that betrayed me and keeps on supporting Dakota life. If he's awesome, but he's not. Those voices are minors. Okay, well, I mean, you know, I'm trying to, like, sift through what the fuck that means, but I think I get it. Yeah, it sounded like little kids on the call with him. I mean, it's a user. That's not even surprising anymore. $10 from Death Metal Pokemon. By the grace of God above, every pup survived! Yeah. It's, cheers for getting my epic deep cut reference to Dream Theater. No one's heard of Dream Theater, so you know that's based. $5 from Sweet Maddie G. Can I help you, Smoothskin? I'm busy playing the slots, motherfucker. Chain smoking emojis. Motherfucker. She sounds like she loves Atlantic City. It's true. 8 months membership from Flatworm Steve. Your bad side. Did he force you to review Norm of the North? Yeah. My dark passenger, Evil Dakota, is gonna force me to talk about Norm of the North. It's true. $5 from Jesse, the Ultimate Vigilante. You rule, DeadwingDork. Because see, this guy's telling me I rule. Why would I ban him? This guy's awesome. Because Dakota, along with his minor friends, will never learn a thing for being sons of bitches, and he will haunt A-R-E nightmares. R nightmares. I'm getting the sense that you might be, like, pretty similar to him in some ways, but, you know, hey, I'm glad you appreciate, you know, what we're doing here or whatever. 2 months membership from Dino. Rent-free inside that gorgeous little condo of yours. A view of the cursed lens he sees his little chase boy in. You know, that's it's an oddly poetic way to put it. Miranda Sapphic, 27-month membership. Thank you, Mightypups fanboy. Very cool. I know, great moves. Keep them up. $5 from Tanner Goodman. I don't need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Quote from Rosalina. Yeah, the movie wasn't made for you, goddammit. $2 from K Gunser. He looks like a discount boss man Jack. A little bit. I know you mean Liam Keane. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. $5 from Stroey Bro. Too later to come in with the rise and shine, Ursine. Here's some Munty as compensation. Hope you had a good Easter, Claw. Yeah, I woke up at 1:30 in the afternoon. It was a great Easter. I would say so, thank you. Tungsten 20, member for 2 months. You gotta love how empty those theaters are for the Mario movie. That's the one thing that's got me some hope in this whole stream. Every shot we see of people at the Mario movie, it looks like it's just them and no one else. Or like very few other people. So maybe it is actually like a huge failure. I don't know. $5 from Cake Zombie. Hey Claw, did you hear that Daniel Larson might be in some trouble with the feds? Supposedly there's going to be some form of indictment. I mean, how? I guess I'm confused because how did you get just that information? I mean, we've known for it's been like years now, I'm pretty sure, that he's been he got arrested for threatening to blow up the White House or something. I think he just had some court hearing thing a month or two ago and he's all jacked now. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good for Daniel Larson. It hasn't been. I don't know. You're very, very slow poke on this news, I gotta say. $10 from Death Metal Pokemon. Never watched the Mario movies because I don't care. I like the games a lot, though. However, I do like the Sonic movies because I put some of my autism points into being a Sonic fan. Well, I mean, again, I think it's different with those because, on the one hand, I think, I don't know, they take say what you will about, the stupid human characters that no one wants to be there. But, I mean, I think it's kind of a good thing that they are there in some ways, because it's yeah, the alternative of this is, 4 hours of Sonic cutscene, essentially. And I don't know, I think having, having some kind of anchor to the real world kind of helps a little bit with that. I don't know. I don't know exactly what they do that makes them better than the Mario movies, but they are. I think in the case of the Sonic movie, it's a little bit of like, you know, especially the first one, it's like, this was a real uphill battle. Like, this thing could have been legendarily awful if they went with that original design. The fact that he at least looks good in that movie is like a pretty big deal. And, you know, admittedly, that doesn't do much for the fact that the plot is still pretty paper thin in that first one. Mostly also in the second one, too, but I do feel like they do a little bit more. And also there's just the fact that, like, Sonic as a character is someone who, I don't know, lends himself better to modern movie dialogue tropes and whatnot than, like, Mario does. Like, the fact that Mario is being played by Chris Pratt and the whole movie is just They Fly Now, you know, is like all the dialogue, basically. I don't know, like, that's... It doesn't become less annoying because Sonic says They Fly Now, but Sonic feels like the type of character who would have always said They Fly Now, if that makes sense. So when they have those things in the Mario movie, it's like this feels like clashing... Because, you know, Mario basically doesn't even fucking talk, and, like, certainly the games don't have any of this kind of, like, Hollywood writing in them or whatever. I don't know, Sonic's always, you know, kind of had a bit of that. I mean, maybe not always, but, like, you know, even in the old cartoons or whatever, I don't know. I'd say that his characterization is, it owes to the movies a little better than Mario does. You know, because with Mario, it's basically like they're just creating something new whole cloth. Like, it's barely even Mario. That's why it's weird to me that so many people are okay with that. It's like, you know, your whole reason for coming to this movie is to see Mario. But Mario is not like that. Mario doesn't fucking talk. And he's not, you know, a whole Mario game is not They Fly Now in every scene. And every scene being, you know, like that. I don't know. I guess a Sonic movie just does feel like it lends itself better to that sort of thing. And obviously, like, then you have the Sonic 3 movie, where it's Sonic Adventure 2's story, and there's, like, I don't know, some actual shit going on. I mean, you can't tell me... I don't know, I've seen people denigrate the story of those games before, and specifically, or those movies, and specifically of Sonic Adventure 2, and like, yeah, no one's saying it's like Shakespeare, but it's far too ambitious for what it is, and that's a good thing. And they translate that pretty well to the movie, you know, where it's not exactly the same, it doesn't do everything the same. And there's some elements where I'm like, yeah, it would have been cool if, you know, if we got a little more of live and learn while they fight a giant space lizard or whatever. But, you know, I think having Shadow's dead human child friend is just inherently more interesting as a plot device than, like, you know, Mario. I don't know. There's just a little more going on in that story in particular than a lot of kids movies would have. Like the second Sonic movie, it's a little better. It's like the middle ground where it's like it feels a little bit more like the plot of a Sonic game. And I mean, I guess, yeah, that's another element of it too, is like when you have it as a movie, it just does kind of bring me back to the era where they tried with the Sonic stories, and they don't do that as much anymore. I mean, Frontiers pretended to try, and Forces lied about trying, but, you know, back in the day when they would actually give these games, like, plots, you know, it's like, yeah, you know, you have to do that in a Sonic movie. You have to have the whole thing with Eggman, you know, finding Sonic and everything, and all of that works because it reminds me of a time when, you know, Sonic Adventure was king. I don't know. I guess it is also, surely it is also some level of I know what that thing is, and they did a pretty good job with it. But I guess it's like, yeah, I don't know, in like for the second movie in particular is an example of one where it's like, okay, like, yeah, I do admit that I thought it was kind of a Pog moment when they had the giant, like, death egg robot at the end, and Sonic was super, and he was, like, blasting through it. And yeah, that's thing I know on screen, but I think the fact that the whole rest of the movie isn't as much of that makes it better. I think the fact that the Mario movie is an orgy of things you know, it kind of, it loses its luster. That's not a selling point when there's like one really cool moment of something that they do a good job with. Whereas in the Sonic 2 movie, it's like, yeah, they spent half of that fucking thing in Hawaii with the loud sister or whatever. And, you know, like that's like a climax for that movie, because it's like, oh my god, thank god we're not in Hawaii anymore. And the guy from Criminal Minds isn't here. Is it Criminal Minds? I forget. He might have been Sucre in Prison Break, I forget. But that handsome guy who's like in half of the fucking movie with the human characters at the wedding. And it's like, I don't know. I like that. I like the movie in spite of that, but also that makes it better when they stop doing that, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not the best at putting to words why those movies work, because admittedly part of it is just that I'm a bigger Sonic fan than a Mario fan. But I am still a Mario fan, so I shouldn't be immune to the propaganda of Dry Bowser or whatever. And I mean, there's a Samus ship in that movie and everything. I mean, I should be pogging at that, but I'm just not, and I can't exactly put my finger. I can't put my finger on why I'm pogging at the Sonic movies, but I can put my finger on why I am not with Mario. And why there's a difference there, I don't know, but it's different. $5 from Onion Hater, first time donator. Best of wishes, Papa Claw. Thank you for your donation. You know, best of stream is coming. The part where we end the stream. $5 from Sweet Maddie G. I watched the old Mario movie for the wacky stuff in the background, like a billboard advertising a donut place called Porky's with a bloody rotary saw. Oh yeah, I mean, the old movie was filled with shit like that. And I don't know, I guess that's the thing, is like the new Sonic movies kind of remind me of like, what if the old Mario movie was a little better? Because it is like that kind of awkward, like, how do we make this video game concept make sense in the real world for grandmas and grandpas that are in the theater? And they can't really, but back in the day it was, let's give Mario and Luigi super jump boots so that they can jump like once in the whole fucking movie, and then most of the movie can just be like Princess Daisy for some reason, and her dad is like Yoshi, I guess? Like, they were just doing whatever in that movie. And I don't know, you gotta appreciate that a little bit. I gotta watch that movie again. It's been too long. I genuinely liked that movie when I watched it last. And it was a while ago, so I mean, maybe that would not hold true anymore, but I don't know, I'm still someone who appreciates some of the merits of Batman and Robin, so what the fuck do I know? $5 from Plural Reverie. Ever considered making a video on how to avoid becoming a lolcow? You've said how it should be taught in school. Would make for a good video. They actually have a thing on YouTube as of like the last year or something called Courses. So you can actually make like a series of courses on how to do this or that, and I thought about doing a series on the various aspects of being a lolcow and how you can identify these within yourself and also, you know, fucking tone it down, basically. Like, I don't know, it all comes down to like how to avoid being bullied too. It's like, I don't know, stand out but don't stand out as a weirdo. Don't not stand out. Do stand out, but do it in a way that's trend-setting and not awkward and strange. You know, I don't know how easy that is. I'll think about it, you know. $2 from your mother. Yo, Luigi, I'm being raptured! Oh god, Mario, me too! I'm also being crucified, Mario! $10 from Endrone. Yo, DeadwingDork, if possible. You should check this thing by Redacted Gengar on Mr. Maniacal on this stream. It's very interesting. I swear to god you just made this video now. Like, why are you so obsessed with this fucking video? Why? What is it about it? I'll have to watch it, I guess, at some point. Just to, like, see 5 minutes of it. I'm sorry, you have built up this fucking video so much. There is no chance that it lives up to the hype. I don't know what to tell you. You have hyped this video up. Every stream I've done for, like, this whole year, basically. At least all of 2026, you have hyped up this video. There is no way it meets those fucking... There is no way it meets those lofty expectations. Although I will say, I think I might have mentioned it before, we did already look at Mr. Maniacal. That was like 2 years ago when I was like scanning through old streams to find something to clip. Yeah, we looked at Mr. Maniacal, and I don't think it was like that outstanding of a stream segment back then either, you know? So I'm just saying, you know, moderate your expectations. $5 from Hoffman Lover. Hi, Claw. Hope you're having a good Easter. Glad I could catch another stream. Stay awesome, man. Thank you. Easter's going okay. Getting a bit of a headache, but that's just from having to hear my own voice. $5 from K Gunsir. Clawman is a furry. He's just in denial because he hates that baby furs run rapid throughout the fandom. No, I'm not, and it's really disgusting the way people like you try to push that. Like, I'm sorry. Nothing will ever be more of a piss-off to me, possibly. And a lot of things piss me off than you people being like, oh, he just doesn't want to admit it to himself. It's like the trans egg people, but with furries. Like, no, I'm sorry, I know myself better than you know me, and I don't think I'm a furry. I'm glad that is something for you that makes you happy, I guess. Not really, I'm not glad, that's kind of depressing, but whatever. You know, I just, you know, eventually you'll realize you're one of us. No, I don't believe I will, and I believe you make me more upset with furries every time some fucking person says this shit. I hate furries a little bit more every day I read a comment like that, so good job. $2 from Sweet Maddie G. If it's not on a videotape, Allie won't care. Exactly. He did not give a shit. Hoffman Lover became a member. Thank you. Welcome. $2 from Xandeth Schloper. They are calling him the worst human. Movie Bob. I don't know if he's the worst human, but he's certainly emblematic of a lot of the problems that face the world today. You know, $5 from Glarn Boudin. These kinds of movies have been around for a while, Claw. Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland, Cat in the Hat, hell, Black Cauldron, and the OG Peter Pan. I mean, I don't think I'd really call Peter Pan one of those types of movies. Maybe Cat in the Hat, the, like, Michael Myers one or whatever. Mike Myers. The Elbows Up one. I don't know Black Cauldron very well. But Alice in Wonderland is another, like, corpo slop garbage movie, so, yeah, you know, maybe that too. But I think just by doing a story set in Alice in Wonderland, like, that movie, that story is inherently kind of a guided tour of Wonderland or whatever, isn't it? I don't know if you can really... I'm talking more about when it is, like, an adaptation of something, and technically that's what Alice in Wonderland is, but, like, at its core... That's what Alice in Wonderland kind of was like, now we're on to this thing, and now this thing, and blah, blah, blah. And, like, I don't know, I think it just does more with its plot being that, I guess. I don't know. Again, hard to put your finger on, but, I also don't remember much about Alice in Wonderland, but... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, movies like this have probably been around for a while in some capacity. I mean, obviously, you know, obviously, fucking what is it called? Avatar is like an example of that too. You know, Avatar is a big example of that. The whole movie was essentially designed to just be James Cameron jerking off his visual effects. And, you know, everyone pointed out back in the day that the plot is basically an insignificant retreading of Dances with Ghosts, or whatever. That's the song I'm listening to. Dances with Wolves. That's the one. It's basically just that, but it's, you know, set on an alien planet with blue people. And, yeah, I mean, that's another... That's certainly one that, you know, I think was pretty influential in the modern genre of theme park movie that's mostly just there to show you things you're aware of. And it's funny to me that Star Wars became like the perfect poster child of that too for a while. I mean, it's not so much anymore. You know, I don't think anyone gives a shit about Star Wars at this point. But, you know, back when like Last Jedi was coming out or whatever, and it's like, hey, here's this alien you remember. Here's this fucking thing. And then they tried to do things a little differently in Last Jedi or whatever, but, you know, people reacted very poorly to that. I think that's part of it. We all wound up with the Minecraft movie because people couldn't accept The Last Jedi being a little different from what they expected. I mean, was it good necessarily? No. But it, you know, didn't wind up being very good anyway, so I don't know. Might have been a good idea to just let that fucking trilogy go in a different direction. I don't know. Could not have possibly gone worse than it did. So, hey. $2 from your mother. Uh-oh, Uncle Claus drinking his angry juice again. I'm not even drinking anything. As a matter of fact, I don't even have water. I should be drinking water right now. The air is angry juice for me in 2026. Aussie Oddity has become a member. Thank you. Luhansk Legacy, member for 7 months. You're a big boy, Claw! Where'd he go? Thank you. $5 from Dr. Storm. Unlike you, Claw, Bob actually fought in the trenches of the console wars. Show our veterans respect. Like, I know that's a joke, but like when, you know, he fought in the console war... I don't know, I think we all kind of did, didn't we? I mean, the console wars are over now because Xbox decided that they weren't going to try anymore. But like, you know, I mean, I don't know, I was there, I was pretty there and present for, like, PS Wii 60 era, you know? I think that was still pretty big console wars back then. Maybe nothing like, you know, Genesis does what Nintendo don't, or whatever. But we still had some pretty fair console wars back in the day. I don't know, I'm just saying maybe both of us are veterans, that's all I'm saying. $2 from Pekin Evil, Big Chungus. Indeed. Indeed. $2 from Dr. Grubius, any pro-democracy ARG can be fought by a pick of Bob. Yeah. Or argument, I guess. Arg. Yeah, anytime you want to talk about how great democracy is, let's just look at a picture of Bob. And just be like, are we sure about that? I don't know. Are we sure about that's not why? Are we sure about that? But that's not the reason? That the reason we're in this position in the world is because of people like Bob voting the way they do? You sure about that's not the reason why? $5 from Death Metal Pokemon. Not surprised Animat is a Galaxy fan. He's not an SM World fan like a true alpha. I mean, I don't know. Mario World's fine. Obviously, Sunshine is the one for real gamers. I mean, Sunshine, you know, I admit some of the levels, some of the, like, poison... The poison water red coins one or whatever with the lily pads. Or the pachinko machine. You know, yeah, it's not firing on all cylinders all the time. But the thing about Mario Sunshine that made it so special was the fact that it was set in a continuous island. It was set in a continuous world where it wasn't just like a bunch of obstacle courses placed in a void somewhere like in Mario 64. And then Galaxy comes along with better technology, and it's like, what if we just did that again? What if it was just a bunch of platforms hanging in space, and there's like no, you know, like world to it. It's literally just a bunch of shit floating around in space, and you know, maybe there's a Goomba. Like, I don't know. I feel like the Wii could have leveraged its slightly better hardware to give us, you know, an evolution of Sunshine, where you're in like the continuous Mushroom Kingdom or whatever, and it's like, you know, I mean, Sunshine is like borderline an open world game for its time, a Mario open world game. Technically, it's not, but like that's because they couldn't do that on a GameCube. But you know, if they made Mario Sunshine now, that shit would be straight up just an open world Mario game, where it's like, you know, I don't know, I find that interesting. I find that more interesting than nebulous, abstract obstacle course placed over lava or whatever, you know. I don't know. I just think that takes more like creativity and effort, you know. $2 from Death Metal Pokemon. Smelly Yoshi eggs. If you know, you know. I know. $2 from Agumon T1. Claw, you seem upset. Have a Snickers bar. I don't have any Snickers bars! God damn it! $5 from Dr. Storm. Claw now knows what I feel like when people ask me to cover Animat, despite most of his content just being average. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of Animat. I mean, he more or less had the same Mario Galaxy videos everyone else did. You know, it wasn't that special or anything. $2 from Charcoal. I have midwit fatigue. Oh yeah, big time. Me too. It's getting to be a real serious problem, I swear. $2 from Death Metal Pokemon. Nah, he looks more like Kamek. I don't know who you're talking about. Sorry. $5 from Stormbreaker. Disregard everything about Israel and Epstein. Oh my god, it's Rob! I'm stimming so hard right now! Yeah. Don't worry, he's definitely dead. He killed himself, and they got a fake body to smuggle out of there that wasn't his body for some reason. Anyway, Rob, Star Fox, everyone! Guys, there's a Chicken Big Mac now! Shut up about whatever you're talking about! Chicken Big Mac! $2 from Dr. Grubius. Easter eggs, they say, pointing and clapping. Yeah, they always do say that. There's always so many Easter eggs. Cobalt64, 29 months membership. To be honest, as a not Mario fan, the skinning and travesty of the movie and the state of cinema is a hard black pill to swallow. You might have misread that, or maybe you mistyped it a bit, but yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I mean, not every movie needs to be, you know, not every movie needs to be like Jean Dielman or whatever the fuck. But, you know, I don't think it's too much to ask for that they try to be, you know, at least on par with, like, the first Shrek movie. You know what I mean? I don't think that's a hugely high bar to cross, to at least attempt. It's not the problem that they didn't cross that bar. It's that they didn't even try to cross that bar. It's terrible. It's just terrible. $2 from Dr. Grubius. No culture should be this stagnant this long. I know, but we are, for some reason. $10 from Flatworm Steve. I would like a new Star Fox game, but what I want is not necessarily what Nintendo wants. I just want a better version of Star Fox Assault, and not Star Fox Zero with terrible controls. Yeah, they just want to keep remaking 64, which is in itself pretty much a remake of the original game. I've never seen a series more poorly mismanaged than Star Fox, and that's saying something. Because there's so many series that are dead because of mismanagement. But it's like, I don't know, at least maybe every Rayman game was completely different from the last one. But like, At least they aren't all exactly the same as the first one, except for every weird misstep that people don't remember fondly. You know. $5 from Endrone. Yeah, okay, I know. Redacted Gengar, Mr. Maniacal. Thank you. I know. I'm not gonna forget, dude. You've made it so I will never forget. $5 from Skurband. Me asking like a user seeing the Mario movie when Deadwing pulls up a user that I know and like. Maybe we can find common ground. Yeah, a big old point and pog at Harry Thomas, I'm sure. $10 from Aurelius. Honestly, I think a step in the right direction for a Mario movie would be to not have the characters talk. You can make a movie where there's no dialogue, especially if it's animated. That would have been so interesting for the Mario movie. I would have preferred that so much. And it would have legitimately been more of like a real movie. It would have been experimental and interesting if you just had a movie that was like largely like 99% no dialogue, you know? Instead of they fly now for all the dialogue. $10 from the Forbidden D-Bag. Have a happy Easter, Claw. I'm late, but if you want a Mario adult who predates the real movies, search Super Mario Fan 03. I'm writing Mario movie for Disney. Okay, well, hang on. Super Mario Fan 03 Disney. Does that do it for us? Is it 2K3? What is the name? Super Mario Fan 03. I'm writing a Mario movie for Disney. No, we already did this song. We'll have to jump to this song instead. No, this one. This is a good one. Okay, alright. I see it here. Thank you for the suggestion. Another time. Thank you. Alright, Vinyl Dash with $10. This stream made me more of a misanthrope than the Snake Thing stream, the Oddballs Online video, etc. The complacency of current society scares me more than the depths of human depravity. I know, because that's like rare evil. This is common mundane evil. $5 from Anime Chud Party. Been lurking for a while. I like your vids despite disagreeing with you on some stuff. I can handle your opinions. Thank you, user. I appreciate it. $5 from Stroey Bro. Can't thank you enough. Your stuff is my go-to background noise for Street Fighter. Well, that works for me. Thank you. That'll do it for the stream. I hope you've all had fun. We are absolutely sliding away from liberty to lethargy with every new Mario movie. Take it easy, people. Penis.